There we go!
Yay! It's working.
Technology! Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Yay!
This is what I said without cussing.
I came in here for an argument. This is abuse.
If you like anything that you see, go to the description below. We got all the links that you need. Well, maybe not that. That's for Patreon
They
only.
didn't see it.
It's on Patreon.
It's on
It's
Patreon
on our
only.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, no.
Seriously, give some love for the people in our description. They're cool people. They do not give us any money for it. Too bad. But, you know, we like them, so.
However, yes, you can also show your love to us, not only just to continue to watch here, but subscribe, share, and then if you really want to visit Patreon, you can go take a look at us there, visit our Patreon, and you can do things like affect the game, the outcomes, put boons.
You can murder Eck.
Yeah, you can try.
Oh, I'll try.
Anyway, yeah, so.
Don't you put $1,000 tier, just kill a player character. $1,000, just pick a player character, kill them off. We have to come up with something new.
$500, you can do me at a discount.
Not the first time she said those words.
Phrasing! Phrasing!
Hey!
Anyways! Hey!
Okay, what?
Cue the intro?
Cue the intro! See you in a moment, everyone.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll.
Hey!
Distracted!
I was distracted!
Terrible crew. So, the Silver Menagerie. Finished up your things, combined the island, got electrocuted, had a couple discussions on what you're actually doing and clarification on what to do and not to do and probably shouldn't do in the Feywild as you found the portal, entered, and are bombarded with all sorts of color. Things that you should not be able to see.
Colors.
The colors. Quite literally, you can taste the rainbow right now. That kind of level of color. So, as you look upon the
Since
field...
that might be a statement mark, we're actually referring to like licking actual rainbow.
Yeah, Eck, stop licking the rainbow.
Little leprechaun comes out the bottom and goes,
I love it.
Mom's part of the artwork.
Have you never seen Labyrinth?
You're currently standing in the field after going through a Fey portal that seems to be nothing but a ring stone circle, almost like a small little well on the other side. No water, at least you see water on the other side, but you're not wet. As you entered from the other to the Feywild.
How have you never used exit?
Exit stage left. With this ungodly, beautiful, serene valley, this small little opening of the forest that has just the perfect amount of air, gentle breeze that causes the air to move around, but not a high enough breeze that causes it to be a nuisance for anyone with air. Not
Lacy, gently wafting curtains.
the place almost, you can hear it in the wind.
I've been envisioning the fact that I have hair.
You can almost hear it in the wind.
Moss.
Moss.
I need everyone to make a wisdom saving.
I was going to say, this is actually a bad deal.
I don't suck.
Oh no! We
That's a
suck
line.
again! I don't suck either. I also lack suckage.
Hey, what you get?
20?
Oh, you're good.
15.
You're good.
Modified 20.
Really?
She's saying saving throws.
You're still rolling impressively high, Mr. Wisdom. Heck.
13.
You hear a rustling of clattering of pots and pans, and it's Eck just pulled a thing on his front, and all of his pans just... And you're currently just like, let's have a picnic.
I'm already laying out the cloth.
So we should not be doing that, right?
What did you... So, out of curiosity, what did you roll?
13.
Oh, so you roll straight.
Almost half of my abilities. The only thing I don't roll straight on is strength, constitution.
Okay.
Okay,
Doesn't
can't
matter.
even roll straight.
It's like, okay, so you failed, so I'm going to make you re-roll it anyway.
Time was...
Like, the time goes... Eck rolls backwards like a VCR. The thing jumps back up on his back, lashes itself.
He's like, no.
Reroll
no.
your...
Try again. Hold on. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, it all started when...
12.
God damn it!
I was about to make a
Sorry,
out
Eck.
of cherry pie.
Apparently, this part of the universe of L parts, you never know when it happens, but it's a consistent variable across all time and spaces.
So, like,
A
if
consistent variable. That
X
makes.
putting out this cloth to have a picnic. Now,
By
normally
the
this would be
way,
a
it's my loin.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was just gonna say it's not a tablecloth. It's a loincloth.
We didn't know this whole time that he flipped his loincloths around with red and white checker pattern.
When you die, your loincloth
Wait.
never did.
Is that the clean side or the dirty side?
That stain is cherry pie from a while ago.
Oh, why is it still red?
It's like one of those deep reds.
Oh my god.
And Egg,
I went there. Yeah.
this is, you gotta take the moments when you see him.
All right. How do you like your steak? Oh, it's a good thing that I packed up everything. Didn't mention that during the break. I wanted to. Was that before we left for the Feywild, of course, we had time
you prepared.
to pack, to fill all my supplies, to
Yeah,
restock
that
all
goes
my
without
supplies,
saying. If you're going
including
on a journey,
my icebox. So,
But he's got a new companion little mini chest that opens up. It's an oven. Like, it just opens up and it's kept at a normal, like, 400 degrees. It's the opposite of the icebox.
Yeah, it does exist.
unfortunately, I didn't call that one out. So
You can spend 500 gold pieces if you want.
I have it.
It's a hot commodity. Hey!
Hey! No. So now I imagine, like, Eck just laying out all these chests, but then they all open up into, like, a fully functional kitchen.
So there's steam.
Surprisingly fits right into the Feywild. A turtle person just randomly in the middle of the jungle, and next you know you find a pop-upable turtle-run kitchen.
Pop-upable? Pop-upable.
Like a pop-up book.
Well, who is having? I have steak. How do you like your steak? I have. By the way, the steak is one of the
Didn't we just eat before we got here?
biggest cows you've ever seen.
This is actually a cow.
I think it's called a rhino.
Was it one he pulled out of the bag?
It's out. Look. Do you want it or not?
Yes!
All right, there we are. Yes, the right answer. Right answer.
I'm looking around for a stray bird feather, like on the ground.
Make a survival or perception check.
I'll go with survival. It's a 13.
13. It's hard to find a bird feather right off the bat. And speaking in the Fey, feathers can have certain properties.
There's a reason for this.
Yeah, exactly. So to find one out right off the bat, just as soon as you enter, would take quite a bit of luck. And, doesn't surprise you don't find one on the bat, but you do find bone shard.
Nah, it's not going to work for what I need.
Throw it
I'm going to look at wait, bone chart of what?
Make another survival check.
Wow, this is impressive. They
19.
lit up immediately.
19, halfling.
Oh. Is there enough of a shard that I can tell, like, was he dismembered, or is this like he became...
make it a-
Was it a
investigation
clean
check.
cut? Has it been gnawed on?
Todd, I have. I'm not sure.
17.
it takes you a few moments as you're doing this, as you see Eck in the background, currently just preparing all sorts of rhino steaks, apparently.
Big ol' and a big old whack
I'm not
of
going to
carrots.
get him off of this tangent, so...
Just to clarify, there are no rhinos next to Harkern. So
That's
what
not
you're
rhinos.
eating is is not rhinoceros, but is the dinosaur with the 3 horns.
Triceratops.
No, it's a dragon. It was a draconic giant snake. It's just one of the snakes.
There you go. But
it's one of the-
As long as it wasn't something from the Shadowfell or...
No, this is all local stuff that I got there. Yes.
Okay.
however, you do notice X Shadow still dancing, and it's currently just sprawled out, just making a.
I wondered if we kept those.
Just lie around and do nothing, right? You know. You know what? I know what you're doing. As I see the shadow leaning over this direction, going like you envision the fact that there you can't see the mouth, but you know that the mouth is opening up to catch anything that comes off gets leaving. So
You notice a couple of butterflies are landing around Eck and on Eck, and just seemingly perforating the area. Just dozens upon dozens upon dozens of butterflies as you're looking at the bone.
So the second that he started doing this and y'all went along with it, I'm going to climb a tree and take a scouting defensive position.
Understood. Easy enough. Make another wisdom saving throw.
Hey Todd, you want me to cook you up any like carrots or vegetables? You don't eat meat, right?
I am distracted by his bullshit.
So, as soon as you try to leave, and you're like going like
I'm not trying
survive.
to leave. I'm trying to climb a tree in
Yeah,
the area.
and you're walking down to go to a tree line and start climbing a tree. You find a stump that has a nice, just a perfect size for you to sit on, and you kind of take a seat and. No, what? This is a good position right here. This is defendable. Yeah, this is good. A couple butterflies land on you, and like you kind of shove them off because you know.
Fucking butterfly.
Fucking butterflies.
Vanek sees the butterflies landing, he's like...
He's trying to catch them like it's snow.
I'm there.
Make a
I've
wisdom
started the cooking. Butterfly lands on top of the steak, and I go right on. Lay there.
20.
20? You catch a couple of butterflies. They taste terrible.
Wait a minute. Are we supposed?
Surprisingly
We're not
meaty.
supposed to eat anything in the
meaty?
Feywild.
Meaty. But
I mean,
not
is
like a
that
good,
not like the good chewy kind of meaty?
No,
but
not like a good chicken, but
like you know, I really like that arthropod exoskeleton. Like
it's like a meat balloon.
Ugh.
So they
Oh God!
and then
you mean like a sausage?
a little bit like a sausage, but like they're filled with a lot of liquid, and not like the good savory blood and iron and stuff like that. We're talking about it's been in sinews, and it's been something's wrong with this blood, and you're just and you're looking at the bones, and you notice like there's these patterns to it, but then you're like, no, they're not patterns. It's
Just scrape it off.
and you look at it, it's like you can't shake it, but it looks like it was like nibbled on, but not like from a big creature.
Yeah. Tiny things.
Make a perception check real quick.
Am I still making?
Sure. Make a perception check.
The butterflies are carnivorous.
Who wants it rare? First up.
26.
26.
Also 26.
26. I'm gonna say Venix notices first as you go, and you're like taking the grass and
Like, he's taking like dirt class.
and you're like lifting it up, and you get underneath the like long blades of glass, and you're like, oh, there's a bone, there's a skull, there's a broken femur, and more butterflies land on you.
Guys!
Oh shit!
Guys! That'll burn!
Oh God!
And you notice
I
that, like,
just
oh yeah,
realized.
this is an entire field of
Carnivorous
butterflies.
Are there any butterflies on me?
No.
Well, I am protected.
They are like 6 feet away from you at all times.
You were COVID. The cat's nice. There's no butterflies.
And then it hits you. There's always a defense on the other side. Even though it's all beautiful butterflies and
Yeah,
happiness.
it's to get people to linger there and
Exactly, and
Yeah.
that's why there's a lot of
we need
fertilizer.
to keep moving. Back,
It's up. You want
pack it to go. Slap it on some bread. Let's go.
Yeah.
hold this. Hold a big steaming steak right in your hands. God damn, fucking no one appreciates my cooking.
Thank you.
Surprisingly, not a lot of butterflies go near you, Todd.
You want any veggies or carrots? Or
We need to go.
like literally like pull like some bread out of my thing. It's just, like
It's a cartoon, like
Yeah.
ridiculous size, so it has the bone in the center.
the rest in there, it'll refreeze. Fine.
and I'm ushering them away from the entry point.
Make another wisdom at advantage, because you know the horrific truth about the situation.
Natural 20.
Natural
27.
20, you're fine. You're able to get everyone. It only takes an action to really get them out of this.
Actually,
Let's stick around. He's got
it's 30.
yeah, and it's only a real danger if you just sat and slept for a bit. Ate your fill with all the meat you could get. Yeah. It's still lingering. Your tongue is
Worst butterfly
Yeah.
ever.
Did you try to eat something in the Feywild? I thought you're not supposed to eat anything that's not brought into the Feywild. I brought all my food. Thank.
You weren't told that.
Saying do not eat anything in the
That's not what he
Feywild.
was
Like,
It didn't say not eat anyone in the Fey?
You're like looking, you're like, I need something to get the taste out of my mouth. My pixie goes into my nose.
No, I was thinking, I need somebody to taste my mouth. Don't eat in the Fey! He reaches over, like, grabs a handful of mushrooms. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
No, I'm actually great at this saving throw. It's fine.
1. Here we go.
20!
20?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Okay, you feel yourself like
No, 20 total.
20 total. Okay, it's weird. As you look at him, it looks like he vibrates a little bit, Vedic, and he kind of shimmers, and you can feel yourself like almost about something you're about to fold in on yourself, and then you just like turn for a while,
No!
and the little you just fart a little bit.
Oh, I was gonna burp. Like,
Green, purplish smoke coming out.
I got it. I got it under control.
Add another spell point.
Oh, what?
Add a spell slot. First level.
Spells.
Temporary spell slot.
Okay, sure. What the hell? Okay.
It's the thing, baby.
Yeah. I'm like, oh!
No, not that one. No, never mind. I want to see what happens.
Just be good you're good with the Constitution.
I'm still kind of looking around for a feather.
Okay, yeah, make another either perception, investigation, or survival.
16.
16? Taking a little longer, going a little deeper into the woods. And here's a little thing about the Feywild.
Into the woods.
Traveling the Feywild is not more of navigation and mapping. It's more of desire and intent. The Feywild is extremely potent on wanting things, making things happen because you believe hard enough, and just craziness. The lands themselves literally move and migrate, kind of shenanigans. So
How much
traveling
positive thinking would I have to kill all the fairies? Like, could I just not believe in them?
the Unseelie Court is still trying.
The problem is, if you not believe in them to make them, like, die, that would mean you believe in them because you are making an effort not to believe in them and whole logic cycle thing.
So all it does is create heart palpitations.
Something like that.
And about how long are you willing to spend to look for this?
I'm just kind of casting around looking as we're
Oh,
walking.
cursor looking, okay?
I'm trying to send. I'm trying to use a Green Warden
There you
secret to send a message.
Okay. We'll say about 30 minutes in,
Okay.
you do find a feather.
Okay.
Now, when I say you find a feather, you find a feather.
like a peacock feather.
No.
It's a flying feather, but it's this
It's
long.
a flying feather that's this long, blue, like a bluebird of some sort.
Diatrima.
Yeah. Gargantuan in size. And it's kind of like embedded as if it was falling and embedded
into a tree.
Yes, into several trees, actually.
Okay.
What the hell?
Feywild. You don't ask questions, but
I
it's one of the rules. We don't ask questions in the Feywild. I
bend
studied.
like
Are we
notches
tiny?
into the feather at certain intervals at both sides.
Yes, we are.
It's interesting doing it this big. You've never done this
Wait,
big.
I've never done, like, wait, so it's not going to be a finger, it's going to be a hand span.
We're tiny, aren't we?
Important question.
Yes,
Does that look
absolutely,
normal
we're
size to
tiny.
me?
Do you still have
Can
your
I
pink
ask you
hat?
this? What do you mean by that?
I mean, they all shrunk and I didn't.
No one shrank. It was just a perception, and they're not understanding.
We're all shrunk. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was a mortal
one of
mind
the
trying to
mushrooms?
figure out space stuff.
Okay.
No one shrank.
So that's the one who eats shrooms?
Yeah.
I just remembered, I asked them, do they still have their pink hats from the Shadowfell? Because they'll help here too.
Do you?
Oh.
Yes, I do. It's in my portable hole.
Your shithole, yeah.
My portable shithole.
I'm not wearing that.
This is the point where we find out
It's my
that there's
shitholes where I
another
put my shit.
paradox, and in this timeline, the hats are blue.
There you go.
Whoa!
The hats are blue the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyway, I tie notches in the thing, you know, to send a message to Zendarius. I tie a rock to the feather and throw it up into the air.
Yep. And it's unproportionate in terms of like it's a 6-foot feather.
Yeah.
And then you got a rock that's more like a fish junk rubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it takes a few moments as you take it out of the tree because you're like 1, 2, and you do all that. It takes about 10 minutes. And as you throw it up like a javelin, it magically propels.
Okay. I've reached out to a friend.
Wow.
As in, he's going to get impaled by that feather?
I hope so.
Message for yourself.
No, that's his second.
I hope not, because it would probably just piss him off.
Let's hope it's not that. Let's hope it's the latter.
There's a reason why he has 2 hearts.
I'm wondering.
We're heading to the lightning blasted tree.
I'm wondering, we're in the Feywild. What would happen if I pull out 3 fluffy balls from my pouch?
Just
Teleport
don't.
again?
Just don't. No, it's not a.
We don't need
They come from the Feywild.
They come from the Feywild, and then they disappear back to the Fey. They might not disappear, but then again, they might not be happy to see you.
And then on the next
This
step-
monkey's going to
Which
remember
brings
you.
us to an interesting point. Those monkeys are here somewhere.
This place is a big place.
After you reach in,
He
I already
reaches
have
in,
one.
his hand just appears out of the side of the
I was just listening to this giant, like this giant hand comes out of the sky and grabs it.
do you reach in?
I had my hand in, I didn't pull it out.
Yeah, you feel something.
I'm fairly certain that what you're going to throw out is a union negotiation.
And they're here to talk.
You pull it out. It's a bunch of parchment that has been hastily like in a ball.
It's the new union
You
contract.
looked already, didn't you?
It's the new union contract.
And like a bunch of hand paw prints that's written says what language do you read?
It's
see
in
here.
Sylvan.
I don't do
Do you
dwarf
speak
anymore.
Sylvan?
No, wait, no, I don't. I only speak.
I thought you did.
No, I don't speak Sylvan. Oh wait, maybe I do. Hold on. Damn it, where's my languages?
You speak Aquan.
Aquan, Common, Orc, and Thieves'
Yeah,
Cant. Yes.
you don't speak any of this.
No, I didn't think I did speak
Yeah.
Sylvan.
What are languages?
So-
there.
And can you Hey, Sparks, you
says-
translate,
It
right?
literally says, "I'll see you in court, asshole."
Oh no! He doesn't mean legal court. He means the Fey court that we're walking towards. This is bad. This is bad.
So wait, who did you piss off? And why are you going to court?
Yes.
Well,
Better yet, don't answer that question, we'll figure it out
And
later.
at the very end, it says, "Satisfaction will be had."
Satisfaction guaranteed.
I speak a few languages.
yes. That's
Damn.
it. I didn't expect that. Yes, well, let's see here. Which one have I not pissed off? Let's see. There's been multiple. No, it's probably been the same ape over and over and over again.
Canon, same ape.
Several tigers.
A baboon.
He's been frozen.
Several
He's been
baboons.
stabbed. He's jumped off the airship to get home fast because you didn't want to dismiss him. I remember that quite vividly.
Don't forget the lava pit. That was one.
He's never dismissed them.
Yes.
He's always murdered them.
Or they have died.
And all he needed to do was say, "Be gone."
Or just like wait till morning. Also,
Yeah.
Ate them
like,
by the dragon.
They never survived till.
Yeah,
Because
you
murdered them.
lives.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear and like a bunch of them like uproaring in the distance before it goes quiet.
What are you doing?
Hiding.
You're like 6.5 feet tall, 5 feet wide. I'm 5'10", 145 pounds. What are you hiding behind?
You.
Your charm and affability.
Okay, I guess. Anyways, we
And I
continue.
kid you not, I'm happy that you brought that up, and I already had it written in here. I can show you it.
I believe you. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, you don't think I wouldn't have that kind of shit in here? See
Well,
you in court, asshole.
So it is considered bad manners to have
Are we
an
actually
item for
going to
summoning
the
and then
fake
kill the
court?
item you summon.
We're going to a fake
We're
gathering.
Going, are we going to a fake gathering?
Courthouse.
Oh shit.
Courthouse isn't a loose term, but yeah.
It's a fake court.
All right.
My pixie's just fleeing all around, just throwing.
Oh, she's currently sniffing a bunch of flowers.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, I haven't been here forever! Oh, that's so nice! Oh, and one of the flowers kind of like, I got literally 2-3 flowers trying. Too bad for you!
Now you understand why you couldn't catch him.
Thinking of going into cahoots with the flowers.
One of the flowers turns around and has one of those flower faces. So, yeah, what are you talking about? What kind of
No, don't enter bargains.
Again, it's a tiny little flower. No, come on! Gotta start
Dandelions.
One of the bigger flower taps you on the shoulder. That's about 10 feet tall.
I will take him from here. This
Two
is
more,
okay.
like,
So sorry.
Wrapped
Oh,
up.
I got more than enough for you. Come back here. You come back here, you pollinating son of a... As Sparks drags away. Let me at him! Let me at him!
I'll take care of this one.
We just want to talk, you see. Just let him at it. Come on, let him. He's a small friend. Let him sound. Just a conversation. Maybe some re-education with those teeth in your face.
Pedal.
Joke's on you. That's fertilizing.
Can we get out of this place? I don't like it anymore.
Heading to the lightning blasted tree.
Okay, in this case, we're going to go into a group check.
Okay.
I would like to ask, how would you like to manifest your desire or your intent across the entire group? As you're traveling as one,
I am trying to manifest a actual trail
make a sleight of hand.
that opens up before us so that they can stay on the trail.
One more time?
I'm trying to manifest an actual trail.
Okay.
Like, I realize that if I just walk into the woods and I manifest my desire strong enough, I will arrive at where I want to go.
Mhm.
But I want to manifest a trail that my companions can follow.
Okay, so helping out your companions in
Yes.
order to help them lead. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment.
I'm trying to manifest a route to Quinn's success.
Interesting. I want you two, and only you two, to make a either persuasion, intimidation, or a skill check that would involve a mental attribute that you can describe to make this happen.
Like, insight or something like that. Or
Yeah.
investigate. Okay. But you know what I'm rolling. 36.
36.
Persuasion.
Eh,
So you roll a 10.
I rolled a 16.
Persuasion here is a very real power.
Yeah.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, 25.
25.
Persuasion. But that was rolling an 18.
So,
This is a very different character.
Quinn, it's a little difficult because normally you're like, oh yes, I say this, and usually something like that happens. Now, you don't find a trail per se, but as soon as you find a well-beaten path in the Feywild, because things get grown over and everything, and so actual physical structures, even though there might be a couple of stone paths here and there that make this beaten path, it's mostly absorbed by the Feywild itself, unless it's been very well attended by some very powerful individuals, which you are not.
If you ever come across a cobblestone path in the Feywild, don't follow it.
That makes the Yellow Brick Road very sinister, doesn't it?
It really does.
The Yellow Brick Road was sinister.
And it's weird, as you start to envision this in your mind's eye, essentially, and you try to manifest it through the magical Fey presence to guide the rest so that they do not have to roll themselves, there's something tugging, trying to steer it off course. You don't know what. Something is trying to take the reins. Todd. You do not know this physical aberration of Quinn's success. She has succeeded in a lot of things, but you're trying to bring another menu to this success. And what will that be? You're not sure, but you know how to ride the roads of the Fae to arrive at that unseen object or idea. And it takes a few moments as you see the path in your mind's eye, and coming in various senses, smells, movement of the shadow energies that should not be present in the Feywild, but speak to you. And they contort eventually towards Quinn, but reluctantly. As a path is shown, and a path is made available for the rest of you. They can travel traversing this area, this overgrown jungle of the Feywild that is not single plane. It is multi-stat. We're talking about where your guys are walking. It's flat terrain, and then suddenly there's an opening that's just hundreds upon hundreds of feet down that has multiple levels of people partying, fairies flying from one area to another, and of course, hastily built tents and fireplaces that are currently just in celebration, constant dancing and moving, but never truly seen, as you are not part of that celebration.
Stick close. Stick close.
Oh, you don't want me to fuck this up? I was getting ready to fuck this up.
Having a trail to follow will probably slow our progress, and slow progress might invite prying eyes.
I wish you to roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
3!
I didn't know you could make it through side of that.
Okay. So, 3. As you say that, I want a marching order real quick.
Okay.
I'll be in point.
I will be in the
I'm
rear.
right behind.
Can you
I'm right behind
keep
Quinn.
an eye out
Okay.
in case they wander?
I assumed I was in the back.
Yeah, that's giving the formal instruction that I would like for you to be at the. Can we move him? You're making me nervous. I do not want to fight the Tarask in the Feywild.
I mean, are you sure? I make excellent tea parties.
So we'll have squishies on either side.
Bunny's in the back.
Bunny's in the back.
Bunny is rear guard scout. Basically, he's my extra pair of eyes in case one of you wants.
And we're protecting the
But
squishies.
he's going,
Is that our?
no, not the beetle. Take the lollipop and walk.
Where did you get these lollipops? Never mind, I know exactly who you got them.
I still got
It's
some
in the armored bag that came from Nicholas, and I've still got like 10 more.
got some
you know,
rock
at this
candy
point, I
from
just
Laura
imagine,
found
like,
Pixie.
if you open the bag from Nicholas, it is some sort of eldritch horror.
There's like tentacles coming out of it. You like reach in, pull out a lollipop, and close the bag.
Oh, see, I
That was a
imagine she
Christian
opens the
thing.
armored thing and she's got a compartment for everybody. It's all color coded.
That's what I was expecting.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
there's it's got like along the edges which side I'm supposed to reach in for stuff for Ek, and it's like Ek distraction, reach down and to the left, and
Oh, you didn't
I
bring
like
your dice
that.
bag. She's got a dice bag that opens up. It's got seven
Compartments.
yeah.
So, who is 5th in line?
Not it.
Fifth is
Unless you
Flying
count the
creatures
fairies.
do not count.
Unless you count the fairies.
I'm in the back.
Okay.
Yes.
In that case, I need you to make a dexterity check.
Oh
I know, I was hoping it was be Blumber Bundy 1 or 2.
This is going to be like Quinn's
Hey, it's Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Quinn's charisma checks, isn't it? This is gross.
no! Huh?
Your reflex.
This is dex save, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's a 25.
20, Jesus. Yeah.
And
of the
also, let me know if I failed, because I've got a thing.
just
why
for
you're
fun,
back.
just roll that lucky foot you got.
Yeah.
Rabbit's foot.
So you got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Double
At
lucky.
4.
That's a
Whatever,
double lucky.
jeez, 29. So, as you're walking around,
You rolled a 4 and got 29?
somehow
I
this
added 4 to whatever I had rolled before.
Quinn, normally
I have
your perception
plus
is very
11 on my
high.
dex save.
However, there's so many things going on, and you feel a tugging on your belt at the same time as this is happening, as if someone is messing with your stuff on your butt, in terms of like packs and stuff like that.
So like someone's trying to sneak into my pouches.
Yeah. Yep. You grab a turtle arm,
Whoa! Alright.
and as that's happening,
I was-
everything kind of swishes together as everyone's stopping. And Todd, as you go off to the side and you almost jump, and you notice there's currently a bunch of cries and cheers and a battle cry from a toad as a small little armored, almost like a
I'm
samurai
sorry,
warrior.
did you say there was a cry from a battle toad?
From a battle toad, yes. From a battle toad, and there's an armored cricket, like a samurai warrior, that's currently facing off in a ring.
It's got its antenna done up in the
Yes, yes.
Hold it over to the top knot.
You hold your foot, because you're currently standing 1 foot in and 1 foot out of a battle arena that you almost stepped into, because they're still tiny. But they're currently having a fight to the death right now as they go, as your foot like,
But it zooms out and all the high pitched.
and there's a bunch of people on the sidelines, all sorts of small different. We're talking about beetles, we're talking about dung beetles, we're talking about crickets, we're talking about centipedes and ladybugs. There and a bunch of frog people as well. They're all that size. And they look at your as you just hold it up there.
I pull my foot back, and I reach into my
Grab the
bag,
donut.
and I pull
Over
out a notebook, and I write something, and then I fold it so that, and I set it in front of their thing from the direction that we were walking,
Okay.
and it says "Watch your step, bug battle."
And in their point of view, this massive parchment.
In letters 10 feet high, watch your step. And you form a small religion that over the course of the next several centuries will ponder the meaning of these sacred words.
I mean, the story's
The
writing
scene
itself
from
like
Men in
that.
Black 2. The time,
Right, exactly.
the time giver.
And luckily, you did not interrupt this fight. And being Fey, well, part of the Fey Society, interrupting a one-on-one duel, bad shit. So you did not interrupt it, so good on you.
Yeah.
As the two warriors continued going at it, and you can watch if you want, but... yeah.
Who knew a token breathes fire?
Now, it's so fucking... Now, mind you, it's some impressive shit when you zoom back down to like the bug
Right.
guys.
You zoom back in and there's blood and armies cascading and
Thor and Hulk,
From
and
the
it's just
outside, it looks like just like 2 bugs. Like
and it's Thor and Hulk just going at it. They're like, okay.
Very wild. And then you are continuing holding, not knowing that happened.
yeah. What are you doing?
Your pack was getting a little off to one side. I was just adjusting it.
Am I missing anything?
Deception check.
You're going to fail this hardcore. Oh, you so fail. There's no way.
Roll insight.
There's no way.
28, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you don't have a plus 28 to your insight.
-4.
You're looking at a... I know it's impossible, but a sweating turtle. And he's holding a familiar pouch of tricks in his hand that he was trying to put into your...
He's trying to give it to me. You know what? Fine. Fine. I'm tying it on my belt now.
So, wait, let me get this straight. You thought it'd be a good idea to try and place an object onto the ranger using sleight of hand.
And then lie about it. to the bar.
You know what? Just for funsies, make a perception check.
Which one of us?
All of you.
Everyone?
Yeah.
28.
I would part of this, and you think that
I'm
could be a
still
good idea to
watching the
work.
bugs.
Yeah, you're watching the bugs.
20.
It is bloody and fierce, you know, if you're close in.
There's legs going everywhere. Don't worry.
But it's a one-on-one fight. This is a I demand satisfaction kind of situation.
It's a duel.
It's a duel to the
This
death.
is what's going to happen with Eck and the monkey.
Yeah. And as you say that, what's the perception checks?
28.
27.
So both of you hear this.
Now one.
That's one. It's like, you know, there's something going on.
You finally zoomed in, going, oh, that's what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Just got to say no. That's
You two swear as you're hugging as you cry. You swear amongst the monkey chatter in the distance, far. Just you hear,
Sorry, real quick.
I think I understood.
Would I catch that with my passive perception?
I think so. Yeah.
Does anyone else
With
feel
your
like
bunny
we're
ears
going
and
in
everything.
circles?
I mean, with the 20, like, I feel like...
It's weird. It's monkey.
Does anyone else feel like we're going in circles?
no, you're the one leading. I don't know.
And it's weird. The language is not saying revenge in Sylvan or anything. It is a monkey screaming. But yet you know what it's saying.
like I don't even need, I could cast speak with animals to know, but I don't need to.
You didn't need it. It was translated auto in your mind.
I don't feel safe in this place.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, by
Ding, ding. Ding.
Ding, ding,
bling,
ding,
bling,
ding.
bling, 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 bling.
I am
You should
so
just to
lost.
yourself. I told you many times.
So
Oh my God.
I'm like, you know what?
Who's the asshole that brought me here?
We'll figure this out. And I just tie the pouch onto my.
Yeah, it's tied to your area.
Uh-oh. Oh, I was having the other
So who won out of the cricket and the...
No,
I can't see it from there.
it's still going on. Are you going to bet on anyone?
No, I'm waiting to find out who won.
Okay.
We're walking.
I've got one goal on the cricket.
If you keep one goal on the cricket, you're gonna crush him.
So, in the midst of the combat as everything was happening, right now it's a fierce fight. Pretty hard set. We're talking about like the war toad heavy and mad that has been trying to eat it several times. Breathe like cold cricket burning fire out of one hand and then brings it up with almost like a skeletal frog hand on the right. As the samurai honor ward cricket is currently missing one arm. Well, one of its arms.
It's got more.
It's one of its 6 arms. Is going in for a fighting stance as the toad is like split open with 2 strong slices across its belly.
So we have Cricket Samurai Jack versus literally Cricket Samurai Jack.
Take what you take from it.
All right, I think we can move on.
So you've got your monkey concerns. I'm playing the banjo, and then as I'm watching this wrap up, I'm gonna take little blades of grass and like twist them into tiny cups and put a single drop of the booze that I made, and that way I'm gonna set them down for the 2 champions.
You know what? Make a general charisma persuasion check.
I was going to eat the winner. I don't know if you know. It's like, cricket won, fantastic. Vedic walks away with a cricket, just...
22.
22?
As the circle of life continues.
You didn't notice before, but there's actually like cricket royalty. Like sitting...
They're missing a princess?
Are they missing?
No, come on. No, yes they are. Yes they are. Yes they are. I will
I
jump on
am
that grenade.
actively watching this. I would stop him from eating the princess.
So as soon as you finish it, and a couple
Catch her, and then I like bring her back down. Apologize.
You owe me dinner.
Apologize.
What?
to the things in the Feywild that you're trying to start a fight with.
There's currently 6x6 rack of marching soldiers coming towards your direction.
We might have allies. Say you're sorry.
Ow, let go my horns. I'm sorry, let go my horns. Ow!
And I'm just like more tiny cups, and I'm handing them to the royalty.
Remember when you ate the dandelion and the bigger plant showed up?
No. Sorry. I'm sorry, I need you to be a little more specific than that.
Like 5 minutes ago when you tried to create...
What happened 5 minutes ago?
Look in your book, it's in there.
With that, as the credit is about to get off, takes this small little glass with your decks, no problem and everything. This is not new to you. Well, it kind of is a little new to you kind of situation. As the guard come marching, running as fast as they can, cricket-mounted centipedes as they...
Oh, look, they brought hors d'oeuvres. This is like, okay, so you scale back in. You've got a great big golden dragon laying waste to an army and eating the knights.
I'm actively trying to keep
You better
away.
take the princess.
Stolen
You did, and you did, but as Athletic is laughing, hackling at this distance, did you apologize?
He did.
Yes.
You did.
It's a gold
The
dragon.
princess turns around, gives
You're like 3 feet tall, right?
flamboyant,
And she's like a foot and a half. So she's like holding you back even though you're twice her size. This
My strength is higher than his, though.
this large to you humanoid hand closes on the back of your neck, picks you up, and just...
It truly is. Cricket legends are being made right now. And as the princess turns around, thank you majestically to...
the queen is carrying you.
Yeah, as the cricket steps down with the I'll repay your gratitude.
Go back in the backpack. I know how the backpack.
I don't speak for those
It
people.
was his backpack.
But you, I shall always remember your name. May I have your title or rank?
You may not have it, but I can be called Todd.
Hello, Todd. Say,
Congratulations, Todd.
And the cricket, like, and these 2 crickets have the head tilt of Todd.
and a couple of Todd, and it turns into like a battle cry.
Oh, great, the great warrior.
You're now a demigod in their religion.
You say, princess of the great harp, and I shall revive.
I'm sorry,
My
Princess.
strength is unparalleled to none. And she steps off.
I'm coming back with hot sauce.
We shall be ready.
Can I get the name not in that voice?
Princess of the great hop.
Princess Hop.
Let's go to the hop. The ants go marching 2 by 2.
My
Crickets go
cricket
marching 5 by 5.
ally. Alright. I have a cricket ally, and you have a cricket nemesis.
Oh, joy. I'm thinking that exactly what Smaug thought.
And the tides have turned. The frog is currently missing an eye. Sorry, the wartoad is missing an eye, bleeding profusely out of its nostrils and multiple, well, flat ears. And the cricket is currently laying flat on his back, but is just taking his broken blade glass sword.
Anyone have popcorn?
And is currently standing up, getting ready to stab the beast in the throat. The cricket is gonna win.
Maybe.
He'll be a gold piece.
I bet on the gold. I bet on the cricket winning.
You
No,
want him to go?
you bet on the toad.
Fuck you.
That actually wasn't half bad.
I'm not sure that's true.
No, that's still like an 18.
30.
As the cricket is coming
To
in,
you.
the toad still has its one primal ability. He sticks his tongue out, grabs the cricket, and eats him.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about! Yeah! Toad!
And all the like frog people, ladybugs are like, yeah!
He's yelling Toad, they're yelling Todd. They come to believe
So you
that
don't
the
get no
dragon was also yelling Todd.
You just gave me.
Cricket's gonna win. Toad wins.
You win, you're right.
and the grand royal one-off against two nations, the Frog Empire and the Dynasty
To
of
avert
Pigs.
war.
Begin the
Are you
final
not
preparations.
entertained?
Is there anything? I mean, are you
No,
kidding me, or
we're
are you
gonna
just
move
watching?
on. No, we are not moving out of this field. Please
spent
get
too
us
long.
out of this field.
Too long on this.
Hey, you know, you left turn, you're now part of the Cricket Empire. Or, sorry, the Dynasty of Crickets. Anyway.
That's the great
I'm a cricket demigod, thank you.
Yeah.
The Empire of Great Hop.
The great.
How appropriate for me.
The great hop. Yes, you will jump higher than anyone.
Quinn, since you manifested the road, they don't have to roll or anything. You are the leader right now.
Okay.
Go on and make another manifestation check based off whatever you wish.
Is that a skill check or?
It could be a skill check. Just describe what you're doing, not the same as last time. So you used persuasion this last time. You cannot use it this time.
He has to consent, Alice.
This time I will use a perform.
Okay.
Because as I said, I'm actually playing my banjo as well.
Yeah, you did.
So this is a 31.
31. As you
30.
strum the banjo
32, sorry.
with the monkeys demanding tribute. Oh, so not tribute, but revenge in the
You want to hear tribute? This is the greatest, best song in the world. Tribute.
Didn't actually sound like that song when you played it. I can't remember.
And you know, you're moving along, you're singing, you're strumming that instrument. A couple other people, you keep see half people. Well, I always say their name wrongs. The half human, half goat leg people.
Satyrs.
Satyrs. Thank you. I always say that. I see the word in my head.
You've never
Satyrs.
lived until you've heard the Imperial Death March on a banjo.
As you travel the Fey, very natural in your elements. Going to roll a d6 for me.
D6. 3.
Reroll threes.
5.
5. Sorry, there's only one Cricket Empire.
No, this is a totally
That
different
doesn't sound
cricket empire. We've walked far enough, we've gone into a different cricket empire.
About 8 feet.
Traversing as you go by, satyrs. I say their names. Satyrs.
What do you have?
You know, I've been playing this game for how long, and I can't say those simple creatures. Satyrs, they're not simple creatures. As they bound across, seeing you and kind of giving a playful dance, almost like, want to dance? Seem to join with the music.
Don't satyrs have the horns?
They have the horns. They seem to be two females. Nude.
I'm taken.
You're lost. As they go bounding off, single and free. Mm-hmm. And then they come across one bear and quite literally do a almost like kangaroo kick. And the bear goes just unprovoked.
They're not used to getting turned down.
What?
I've seen sorority girls like that.
They're not my kind. No, literally, they're not my kind.
Yeah, no, I get that. Good. Yeah, they have fur and horns and standards. They're not your type.
Wow. Wow.
So who's
I've
three
got a
and
cold
one?
metal heart, not even hurt me.
Hi, assuming we're not talking about.
So you're three?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Alright. So as that's happening, you notice off to the side, you're seeing big mushrooms, colorful.
Oh, God.
No, I did that already. I just need to get
That's
the
how
taste
they
out of
get
my
off.
mouth.
And you're wondering why they're getting all agitated and spewing particles in the airs. And you notice a medium-sized, your size chickmunk that is currently bounding off the bouncy part of the going boing, 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 and kind of just stops and bounces up and down on one, the other, and one of the eyes on the mushroom it's bounding. And its two eyes out. And grabs onto the chickmunk and chickmunk
It's got a baby.
And that's why you don't jump on the mushrooms.
Eck,
What?
I have a request.
as you hear the munching.
No, Eck, I'm very, very serious about this.
No, what? Alright, fine.
I need you to add squirrel to the menu.
I can do that.
All right.
I just need squirrel.
Well, we're fresh out.
We'll find some.
And that was it.
No, I'm not going anywhere near that. No, thanks.
We found the limit.
He does not go near mushrooms that could eat him.
So he'll eat mushrooms. He's just not.
So you guys just hear this grotesque crunching of bone meat and
Squealing of a dying animal.
in Sylvan. But what is death in the Feywild?
It's a circle of life.
Okay, so what
I
do
think.
Yeah, still, do they just like poof back into something else? Somewhere else? How does that work?
Let's not find out.
Let's not dwell on that information we don't know, nor have.
It's still a plane of existence. Life and death still happen here.
Oh, alright. Well,
You hear a motherfucker! Hey! Hey, it's not over yet! You see the same chipmunk that just popped over from
No, suddenly this game got much more interesting to me. Okay, so now I'm gonna start fucking with the squirrel.
You throws around. Oh, what do you want? I just got you in. You want me? I'm gonna live forever, bastard! Look at those shiny shit. I'm gonna make some nice boots out of them!
Squish.
Oh, wait! You got a problem with me? You got a problem with me?
Mage hand into the mouth of the nearest one.
Oh, no. He's 5 foot tall.
Oh, what?
It's a 5 foot tall chipmunk.
Oh,
The chipmunk is y'all's size.
Oh.
that's a big fucking mushroom.
That is a big fucking mushroom.
The mage hand just pops up. You see the size comparison. Get your bitch ass magic away from me. And smacks it out. Okay. Roll a general D20.
Or D20.
Oh, you do that? Never mind. You don't have to do that. Make a perception check.
Oh.
Oh, that ain't great. 14.
Remove one hand-sized object from your inventory.
I don't have an inventory. Like, I don't carry a whole
Like
bunch
what do you have on you?
of potions.
Remove. All right.
Most of what he carries is in Nicholas's bag.
Right, and
Fair enough.
most of what I carry on me, or I'm wearing it. So I have potions.
Yeah. Okay. So you noticed that, and your perception, you're just like sucking. They're going out of the.
Suck it!
Oh, let's see what kind of magic you got. Well, let's say what they put you in the washer for too long. You little stat little bitch lizard. What's that? You gonna be a real dragon?
Oh, he didn't. He didn't.
Excuse
Hang
me.
on, Pix. I need to find my 8th level spell. Excuse me.
Oh my God! Bring the girl to help you out.
Excuse me, could you drop the pitch of your voice just a couple of octaves? Because you sound like a real bitch right now.
Go to roll a intimidation.
It's gonna be tough. I can help.
I'm anyone who wants to, please. I'm a foot and a half tall. My intimidation matches it, y'all.
So Quinn is going like.
Oh, motherfucker, thank God! Modified 20!
Modified
I rolled
20.
an 18!
The chipmunk looks towards you with its puffy cheeks, eyes. Oh, she's got some bite. Looks like she's not all bunny on the inside either. All right.
Wait, I need
The
to make a
shit
save.
talk starts and I pull out the moonblade.
I needed to make a save.
Roll a d20 as a quite literally. Describe your moonblade first.
Moonblade, what?
Yeah.
So, hold on.
just want
And
a
every
full
time it's
Jedi.
activated, I have to roll a d10, not a d20. Anyway, so what
Shuffle your
I
ass.
initially pull out looks just like a little sad hilt. Like, there's this little brokeny bit, and it's just a sad, sad weapon that looks like I'm clinging onto it for sentiment or something.
Mhm.
And then I kind of flex my hand a little bit, and the light of the moon extends from it, looking like a rapier, and is just like the glowing radiance of a celestial body.
It's a literal blade of moonlight.
Yes.
I love it.
Full Jedi mind master.
Oh my God, she's got full Yoda.
Motherfucker.
What?
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Oh.
Is that turn? Oh.
Then roll a d100.
Yep.
Sorry, this is bullet time right now. I know, you're getting ready with something.
Oh, yeah.
And then suddenly, you just hear, it's like lightsaber comes out of this hilt.
So what is your wonder do?
I cast Gust of Wind at them.
No, I'm gonna make a strength check just for. I know this is not the actual spell, but
Literally for you.
It actually is.
so with a
actually
natural
is
one
what-
strength saving throw, as you point it towards it, as you feel the light sputters out, but becomes more like almost the angle goes cone shaped, and as you know, everything like almost like a leaf blower. It just and you just like, what do you do? Are you gonna point it somewhere?
I'm pointing it at the fucking chipmunk.
And then you, and the chipmunk just go like hundreds upon hundreds of feet away.
So, force push. You just went full Yoda.
Yes.
And now I'm just kind of staring at it because I don't know how to shut it off.
You're just holding. The mushrooms are like. A couple of them go flying away.
Gust of wind is that strong?
So it would seem.
It's actually what Gust of Wind is supposed to do.
Is it supposed to end at any point?
It should say when it ends.
I mean, it just casts a spell, so I guess I have
I think
to
Gust of Wind
Gust
is
of
one
Wind.
round.
Yeah. I think it's just
It's not long.
6 seconds.
I don't know.
Use that spell before.
Never used it.
Gust of wind.
Or am I thinking the wrong spell?
One action. Concentration up to a minute.
Yeah.
I would like to stop concentrating.
You're not concentrating. The blade concentrates for you.
Fuck.
60 feet long and 10 feet wide. It's a leaf blower.
It's a leaf blower. Just make it size.
60 feet long is a little more than a leaf blower.
Each creature starts its turn.
That's a
with
portable
strength
wind
trading
tunnel.
throw.
I'm going to see if I can shut off my sword.
Do you have a portal?
Like,
How long is the last one?
you're like holding like, how did I turn this off?
Wait,
You're like leaning forward because it's also pushing you the other way. And you're like, you're pressing all the buttons and it suddenly goes down and you're like step forward because you have high enough dex. Medic, what were you about to do?
Nothing. Like the spell fizzled as she blew this thing into the mushrooms. Like that's much cooler than what I was going to do.
What were you going to do?
I was going to turn it into a squirrel. I mean, a little one.
Now, just to remind you, a bunny person, 2 foot tall, blew
Foot and a
away, 1.5, blew away
5 foot tall.
a 5 foot tall
Chipmunk
chipmunk that just got eaten.
And is now getting eaten again.
Yeah. You notice a couple of munchies, and you're just like,
Let's get out of here before he comes back.
Like, is it an action to shut it off?
As a bonus action, you can change the direction it goes.
That's
well, at that point, it's just
She's not
moving it
sword,
with the
nothing.
hilt. Yeah.
Continuing on. Adventures in the Feywild.
I need one final check that is not persuasion or performance.
Deception of 30.
30. How would you like to deceive the forest?
I would like to.
Tell it we're not interesting targets.
I think that's going to be a disadvantage.
No, I'm actually going to do the opposite.
Bonus action.
I'm going
Make the
to
blade
ma-
disappear.
I'm
Figured it
going,
out.
There you go.
I'm going to make such a show of our passing that it would like seemingly be inviting the wrath of other creatures, but play on the idea that wait, nothing would actually want us to attack it. So it's clearly trying to draw us in, so we're going to stay the hell away.
Clearly, I cannot choose the wine in front of me.
So you're sort of like, I am a clear target. Come and get me.
Like I'm making a failed stealth check.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, because you know
Using
a lot of the
deception to make
Fae.
it look like I'm trying to sneak, but
Yeah,
sucking at it.
and you play the Fae, at least the Fae that are around, perfectly.
Yeah.
Those that are like, yeah, I want to mess around right now. Who are we going to do?
What do you
And
want?
then see you go by being glorious as ever with the people
Oh
around
no,
you.
I've got this limp. I hope nothing tries to chase me.
There's so much gold in my pouch.
Yeah, and they're like,
And I've lost all my weapons.
too easy. And they just walk off because you literally make it too easy for
Yeah.
them. I need you to roll one more d6.
Not a 3 or a 5, right?
Yep.
4.
4.
I know the numbers.
You come across and you can see in the distance, you know in your mind's eye that you're drawing closer to this assembling of individuals to speak on what to do. Not a courthouse, because to be a court in the Feywild, that's funny.
It's gonna be a mushroom stump and a pit of lava.
With
The
two
court
people-
of public opinion takes on a whole new meaning.
Yeah. You stumble across a couple of... Now, when I say couple, I mean like 6 small hedgehogs. Spiny backs, cute as adorable, and one of them has an armored tooth and nail that is currently armless and looks acid as hell, as the other 5 are currently attending to it, just go, oh no, what are we gonna do? What do we do? We need that whistle. It's like, well, we could try again. Well, you saw what happened to him. I'm not strong as him. And they see you coming over. Oh, and then one of them like, comes forward, and the other 3 like, no. You know what happened to the last people that helped us? They might be greedy. Especially that one over there. Pointing over to Bennett.
No one sees nothing.
You don't even make eye contact.
Sees nothing.
Are you all trying to revert your gaze?
I'm just... No. Mm-mm.
I mean,
Just keep walking.
I listen because that's what he tells me to do, but I feel
There's
bad
other people
about it.
there. I know when I see a good person. Oh, you know, yeah. What about the last guy? The last guy almost fucking killed you. Well, yeah, but it can't be like that all the time. I keep guessing the same thing and again. You're gonna eventually be right, huh? Yeah, so we should do it. Oh, you're insufferable. And one of the characters come up, oh, excuse me,
No.
I need help.
Oh shit. I'm in the Feywild, not a Green Warden.
Fuck! Let you like 10 feet away, you're like, God damn it!
Fuck mortals!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you by giving you the...
God damn it, mortals!
So...
Yes?
Oh, sorry to intrude. We're trying to give our property back. That scary plant over there took it without permission, and we need it to help our village.
Is it a big flower? Please tell me
There's
it's
a
big
big
flower.
ass flower with like tooth around the edges of it with an open mouth
Laundry
that's trying to
tube.
lay down. There's a missile inside of it. It's currently just holding it on the center of its tongue.
What is your property?
The whistle. The whistle.
A whistle.
Yeah.
Whistle.
Gives us much power to make sure big people that are less nice as you to not hurt us.
I have 2 little
A lot of
rods.
people step on us on small things. I'm sure you're understanding. Being, well,
Hold on.
about my size.
Oh, okay.
I'm all looking underneath my
I
feet.
drop a potion of healing.
There's like 3 crickets.
I'm looking under... Oh, shit.
I drop a potion of
Fuck.
healing next to the... I drop one of my potions of healing next to the wounded one. I will go see about your property.
Oh my! And then like 3 of them lifted up to just waterboard. They're like...
I just came up with a new form of torture. Waterboarding with potions.
Like they feel
You can't die,
bad.
you can drown. And you hear... Hey, you got a couple of minutes left. Keep going at it, buddy.
I need a tiny cup. Try to.
I walk. I cast Speak with Plants, and I walk over towards this plant creature.
Oh.
You just.
And taking a moment because you have to narrow it down, because if you just let it loose, you're going to be deafened. You're in the Feywild and stuff like that, but you are skilled enough as a
I gotta
magical
focus.
caster. You focus it down to the plant that is currently jawed. We're talking about 15-foot tall plantoid that has a stem that has a big royal green mass that has overgrown and come down. That currently has a maw open with boiling acids at the center, with its tongue thin. That is currently holding purchase at the center of this flowery mass, a bone white whistle. And you hear, as you turn on plant speech,
I hear every tree, flower, and vine
You can swear you hear.
screaming for something to come pollinate it.
Come over here, ladies! Come on, you know you're rolling! Hey, sexy, how you doing? Shake that
It's like
bumblebee ass!
if you can speak with animals in the woods, all the bird song and animal noises become, who wants to fuck?
Let's get it on! Let's Marvin Gaye and get it. Alright.
I
It really
firmly
does.
believe that there is a member of the Feywild that is just like a large version of that one carnivorous plant where all it tries to do is like an actual carnivorous plant where all it tries to do is to get mice to come into it to like use it as a toilet so that way it can eat them. Real thing
It really
in our
is.
world.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Horrifying.
horrifying. It is.
So
Is that
the
the trumpet
equivalent
one?
the equivalent would be like a giant plant that looked like, for all the world, like a porcelain throne. Just in the middle of the woods, just
Like it looks like a urinal with little curtains.
yeah.
I'd be so dead.
No, because the act that you would engage in on this thing would
kill
kill it. You're like, here comes another. I'm melting!
I'm like, this throne's for shit, man.
So
It's all falling apart and
Back on
everything.
topic, man.
Please save us from this.
Yes, as we're walking along, we're having this discussion, right?
No, he's currently Vedic.
He's
sorry,
doing a
Quinn
thing. I'm
is
making tiny cups for
Vedic
crickets.
is currently talking to a 15-foot tall
At
plant.
your service.
You see the whistle?
I see the whistle.
When I say so, get it. Don't go in to get it, but get it.
You hear snoring coming from the plant.
Simple enough.
Did you just go and get it?
Mage hand. It's got a range of like 60 feet.
Gotta point out, if we're gonna have somebody physically go get it, yo,
Right. That won't be me.
That's plan.
the foot and a half
That's like
teeth.
plan C. Plan H, you die. Just so
It's a bigger
So
fire.
this turned from one
That's what the
person standing in front
Patreon
of the
tier should
plant.
be called.
Plan H.
Let me just reiterate. So this turned from Quinn about to go talk to a plant to everyone kind of standing in front of it discussing plans of like plan H, you die.
Alright, no, plan A, I'm gonna talk to
Order
this thing.
66.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this plant, and the whistle's like sitting there on its tongue.
Yeah, it's good 10 feet in.
Does it? But is it like bound anywhere?
10
Is it
feet?
just sitting there?
Make a perception
How big
check.
is this plant?
Investigation check.
15 feet tall.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Natural 20.
fuck you, man.
That guy's on fire.
Now, initially,
Different ones every time.
you want to say that it's on the tongue, seen purposely like a trap, like, you know, like a lily is to let people in and to have the die. But then you realize it's actually attached to whatever, like,
The
tongue-like,
string.
yeah, inside of it, that's part of the actual
So it's
tongue
not
itself.
actually the whistle. So it's a fake whistle.
With a natural 20, you say it's a fake whistle. You don't think it's a fake whistle. You think it's an actual whistle that's just made of plant matter.
Okay.
That's part of this plant.
So they want this whistle back.
Yeah, mister, that's the scary plant you're talking.
Can I roll insight on them trying to get the
Sure.
whistle back? Yeah, 22.
I rolled a natural 3. Oh yeah, these guys are full of shit.
Yeah.
And it takes you a moment as he's like, yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the village. My father died. My mother.
Adding it in. something.
How many of these hedgehog things are there? How many of these hedgehog things are there? Like
Sorry?
3? These hedgehogs, how many are there?
6 of them
6
in
of
total. One of them is no longer is no longer being waterboarded. He's like, yeah, fucking piece of shit. Took our stuff. Take our
I still
stuff.
have speak with plants on. Excuse me.
Takes you a moment, you're like, and then rolls. The buds opening up completely. Some of the acid spilling out, eating through rock and debris immediately. Hey, how you doing? What you need?
It seems to me that these
something.
hedgehogs are
Oh,
trying.
that was a pretty nice. Got in.
It seems to me these creatures here are trying to harvest.
And he looks over to the
here and there. I
hedgehog.
mean,
Well, no eyes, kind of thing.
yeah.
Well, those fuckers, they've been trying to get something out of me for weeks. They're persistent, bastard. I don't know why they want my... But I know what they want. They want my soul.
Your soul.
No, a soul whistle. The thing that the center, that, dingoes are proud of them, some sort of evolutionary thing.
We're ready to get it. Anytime. Just say the word, I'll grab it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give it to them. I mean, if they take it, I have to follow their orders. Otherwise, I'll die. A fate worse than death. I'm not gonna help those dickwads. They just want money for themselves.
I understand, and I apologize that they have troubled you thus far. They have been trying to waylay strangers into this endeavor now.
Yeah. Was that why I have a taste? And he spits out a boot. Yep.
Well, as a
What
proud,
size are the boots?
Small.
just only one.
Is there a second one of those?
Yeah, hold on. He kind of like
Starts picking his teeth.
he's like gargling his own acid. And there's a second one, same size.
Still has the leg in it.
Still has a foot in it. A little small bunny foot.
I take out the foot and I have a new pair of boots.
Prestidigitation.
Acid washed.
Surprisingly shiny. No damage.
Magic boots.
And there's small little wings on the side of it.
These
Like exactly what
I don't know. Let me have them. Look, it takes 10 minutes, okay?
And the hedgehog kind of like,
You have to do his
hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're walking out. I don't
Can I grab one of the hedgehogs?
Make a dex
Oh
check.
no, I'm absolutely
Yeah,
grabbing
make
it.
an acrobatics athletics check.
I mean, should I also?
It's up to you.
Are you guys being very obvious in your
20.
grabbing?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point,
Fair
you've seen me grab lots of things.
That's fair. Okay, I will
Go
also.
ahead.
The thing is, you see him do it, you're like, oh shit, but then you see me do it, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Okay, since two of them are being grabbed,
20.
So-
red or blue?
Blue.
Blue, you grab yours.
26.
So you got the red, 26. You
Also-
do not grab yours.
I'm also going for.
Grab it? Okay. Shink.
Let's,
Is it? You said a dex check?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, athletics, acrobatics. And they're small enough you can use acrobatics.
should I be trying to grab one?
Well, that becomes a 35 then.
The 35, you grab a second one.
Alright, so lean back like I'm gonna lob this thing like a football and go, now, what's this worth to you?
What? You telling me what the fuck? Put me down, you asshole!
I'm about to put you into that plant, so... Right? What have you got? What's it worth to you? Keep talking, little mouse.
I got bitches! You want bitches? I'll give you bitches!
I got.
When... This is your mouse, I'm sorry.
Put me down! Only my bitches get to hold me! Come on! Let me go!
Looking
And
at
the other
plant.
one's just like, look at it.
So when I
Are you the one that said I was about your size?
when I speak to the plant, I'm assuming they can't understand me, right?
They're speaking Sylvan.
But I'm speaking to the plant. Like
Correct,
through
but they
the
saw the plane get up,
Yeah.
and they're just like, scatter, it's
Yeah, no, it's like, are these things edible to you?
Oh, okay, hold on. And the guy that you're holding that's kind of scratched, just kind of poked your name. Completely different life. Yeah, if I, do the small guy act, a lot of people, go for
Poke
that.
its back.
Hey, I put on some weight. Look.
And it's just doing the little curl up.
So you kind of,
Poke its
whoa, hey, ho.
Did you want this?
Poke its
Hey,
belly.
hey, whoa.
I think
We're
it's
not
going to
even
go the same
married
place
yet.
this one does.
Poke its belly.
And I'm spent.
It wasn't an unpleasurable experience.
Oh, gross! Gross! Oh!
You like to eat things?
Oh, get that away from me! Get that away from me! I refuse anything to eat. I refuse to eat anything in its refractory period.
And I'm just gonna chase him around with a spent hedgehog.
I'm asking the plant if it will eat these things.
I mean, I'm not picky. I eat pretty much anything that goes in the acid. Oh, that one's pretty vile. The thing is about my digestive here, it's not just bodily stuff, it actually gets a little bit of the mana, too. I don't generate my own mana. So you gotta get, like those supplementary pills. So that's why,
I've never had to take pills, but, when I get older, maybe it'll come to that.
Hey, when you're a few thousand years old like myself.
Tell me about it. Oh my god.
So,
Toss it up. Kick it in.
Wow, terrible test of judgment there.
Thanks for the boots.
Yeah, thanks for not taking my soul.
if
He says to you.
Where?
yes,
Just like, I touched the hedgehog.
I trust that he'll trouble you.
And he
no
kind
further.
of says, shit. I said the T word.
Yes, you did.
It's a T word.
He was gonna dead.
Well, yep, that's how it works. But, I was sleeping and you look some serious potential, yeah? I'm pretty sure you would have been able to take it even if you didn't have good judgment. So, yeah. What you want? What you need? I'm a plant, so I'm a little slow, but I'm good at holding my ground.
Free of all debt or obligation. Just throwing that out there.
What did you say to him?
Yeah, but I also said
What did you say to him? Oh, wait, no, I can't.
You
talk.
can't speak plant. You just see the plant kind of...
Well,
Actually, I could, but I can't right now.
I'll tell you what. We'll call it even for the boots for my companion.
That's quite decent of you.
because he didn't hear it, but he would remember it later.
She said thank you for the boots.
You did,
Yeah.
but he doesn't understand your speak.
Yeah, so
Loophole.
You know what?
Elsewhere.
I'm good with it.
You know, Fey technicalities. If you don't
they
understand
are
what's going
all
on.
about technicalities.
It's the fine print. It's the fine print within the fine print.
Whereas, like the Shadowfell, like the Unseelie Court, they're all about like the loopholes that catch you. The Sealy Court is all about the loopholes that get you out.
It really is. So you have winged boots.
Oh my god.
Now she's a flying bunny.
Now it's like she needs to be more mobile.
I want them back after.
I can't do this and run at the same time. You just-
Hop on my back.
If you need a little place to stay, I'll keep this place nice and cozy like.
Do we need a place to stay?
That might be useful later. Just
Do you
throwing
speak
that out. No. Nope. I've got a Sharpie and I'm drawing on the back of Spark's head the arcane sigils I need in order to.
You think it's his head, but it's more of his ass because of the height.
Well,
No, he just said he put me in the backpack. So
Oh,
I've got the backpack open like it's a chariot on the back, and I'm using the shiny plate that is the back of his head as my whiteboard to go. Okay, so
See,
carry the three.
Nicholas used to be on my back all the time for the backpack warlock or sorcerer. So it's literally just it's got shelving and stacks. You can let you just stand on wherever you want. If you wanted to have different heights. It's like a cupola for a tank.
All right, so it takes me 10 minutes to identify them.
Okay, 10 minutes later, yeah, they're winged boots.
All right,
No
there. They look like they are what they look like.
What does that mean?
Well, buy it well.
I'll look them up.
Right, 10 minutes at a time.
I believe, if I remember correctly, they just turn your movement speed into flying speed.
For like 10 minutes, I think.
And this one requires no attunements.
Oh shoot, that's great.
Wow. Those are cool. If only I couldn't already fly.
I wish I could fly.
I could
You
have
do-
a 45
you do get the additional,
foot flight
information
speed,
that-
you say?
Up to 4 hours.
Up to 4 hours. Wow.
Yeah.
1 minute minimum duration. Flying speed equal to your walking speed. If you fall, you descend at a rate of 30 feet per minute.
Can I slip them on over my other boots?
Minute.
Are your boots
Per
matchable?
round until you
Okay.
land. I'm sorry.
Then no.
It's like God.
It's so
Kind of
slow.
like, having two
Let me
hands and
just
stuff
jump
like
down
that.
off of this.
You had to choose one or the other.
All right, guys, I'll get there. No, I'm coming.
The damn side.
Maybe you guys should just go on without this. Stop it.
Quinn?
Yes.
Quinn, how likely is it going to be that it's going to be really cold where we're going?
Unlikely.
Like, super unlikely?
Rather unlikely.
Boots off, new boots on, old boots in the bag.
Okay.
You're probably dexterous enough to quite literally kick them up in the air as you do a backflip and slip on the new boots as you catch the
Oh,
other
no. See, that's implying a level of, like, coordination style points that Todd does not give a shit about.
Fair enough.
This is the boots go up in the air, and I,
Queen would do
like...
that.
but she's so small and there's such hang time. She's got enough time to like tug on one as it gets stuck. Okay, got it.
And then I'm just gonna up into the air a couple feet.
Hey, she's at eye height now.
Well,
And back down.
And as you guys are getting up and getting ready,
you have to be up for a minute.
just to let you know, if you ever need assistance in place-based, well, either shenanigans or to get out of jail free card, we all do it. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't make it worse. It makes it more fun. Just call me. Just call upon the Plat Master. The Plat Mother Master.
The Plant Mother Master.
Yeah. I'm the master.
What is it saying?
He's one badass mother.
The plant mother master?
What is it saying?
It's expressing its gratitude and debt to me for ridding itself with a group of hedgehogs that were trying to steal its soul.
Soul?
Well, you didn't get all of
I
them.
could talk to it as well, but it takes me a little more time. Although it was 10 minutes, I could have done
You
it.
just explain yourself through interpretive dance, though, so.
Well, get the message across.
And we grow and we bloom.
I'm glad you're enjoying this.
What? It's from Bring It On.
Oh yeah, you know.
These are not spirit figures.
These are And then later they do Fosse, which is amazing because Fosse is where the Fosse hands come from, which is what spirit fingers derive from. It's amazing. Anyway.
It's really just fun.
I'm so sorry that you know that movie.
That's right, Brian. It's really just fern going.
And even though you've been traveling quite an impossible amount of distance,
Yeah.
it's only been about an hour. Mm-hmm. You've already seen so much. So much smashed in stuff in such a massive area. It just seems so condensed.
Yeah.
And even though it is not... The sun here does not move. There is no sun. Light matches the mood setting. As you were doing all of this, there was a little bit more light, almost as if to shine bright upon this characterization moment. And to open up to have plants to photosynthesize as they bring in another meal for themselves, eagerly opening up and making it more beautiful and fragrant as gives you a slight smell of a fragrant flower that just has that
Flowers
sweet...
are celebrating our passage.
Well,
That's
your passage.
Oh, you know, Vagathons don't like this. Apparently it shuts down their,
All
their
that
little
being said,
dragon
I can't.
underneath.
I can't. Oh God. That's.
Here. I'm
Well,
shoving cotton in your nose.
Oh, thank you.
trust this little old flower. This will make sure the plants don't touch you for a while.
We no longer have to fret about the plant creatures. You've been pollinated.
Gross.
You won't get pregnant with this one. Yeah.
So, just to sum up, the Feywild is thousands of miles across and will fit inside a thimble.
Wow.
How many angels dance in a pinion?
I didn't say one.
Yes. One, technically, because, you know...
All of them.
Technically, they all dancing with him.
Well, technically only one, because there's only one dancing angel.
The original answer for this stupid theological question they did in Vatican II is as many as they want.
That's demons. Angels don't dance. Only one angel dances.
All right, moving on.
In
It's-
Dungeons and
it's-
Dragons.
Still, as many as they want will be one.
All right.
It's as many as
So-
wants. But...
Interesting
Is it
theological discussion
capital
we're
H?
having right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Are we?
We are nearing our destination.
We are. What? And
I give the sniff for the scent of the charred wood from the lightning blasted tree.
It takes you a moment. It's actually behind the flower that you were speaking to.
Okay, and that is where we will go.
And it's strange, it wasn't there when you first
no,
arrived.
no, of course
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
But it's kind of the plants have kind of grown over this heavy oaken wood that has this strange burny texture on the front of it that has this own natural beauty to it. But the burn of an oak tree, like a fine ale, not a fine ale, but a fine whiskey that you would burn, would put it on the glass. It's that kind of smell before you pour in the drink.
That fragrant char.
Sweetwood.
As you approach, the door opens as if already knowing that you need to be here. And as soon as the door cracks, you hear you hear a bustering of noises, people ejecting, people screaming over and over. A creature of all sizes as you enter a domain that is layered upon layer upon layer. We're talking about 4 layers of natural platforming, dug earth that you're currently walking at the center of it. That is almost like a bowl kind of situation.
We've just walked into the center of a coliseum.
A natural, like, elven coliseum kind of situation that used to be buildings but have grown over with thick roots, green and still living, that you see honeybees, crickets inside, you see goblins, you see owlbears that are dressed in fine attire, really, minotaurs, you see a frog that is only a frog face, but the rest of the human body, except for the pot belly itself. You see a drunken, standing, almost troll-like figure, long nose, long ears.
Quinn, which ones are you related to? This may be important later.
Quinn says one moment, and he's wearing like the green and grays of the ranger that you're used to experiencing him as, and he kind of says, "Oh wait, one second." Brushes down this long, elegant sleeve. Brushes cork finery.
Nice. Go to roll a general charisma check
And it's
to
prestidigitation.
make your attire.
Well, it's the shift wave.
I know,
Yeah.
but this is like stylization to the current fashions that are in the know, because you have to be in the know to know the
26.
fashion of the Fae.
26.
26. Looking around, gathering the various garments that are currently brought, be it flamboyant hats, silkweed clothing, glamour sitting everywhere that you are able to see past, because you have the berry's eyes. Glamour is a way of life.
I forgot about that.
Yes, glamour is a way of life in the Fae, and you're able to see their true forms. Many people, much more monstrous than what they truly seem. The rest of you, fairies galore, water people. We're talking about
This is
elementals that
freaking
are.
cool.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about things that would bring conversations for hours on ends. Seeing a little bit more fancier times, those that clearly have power and people below them that are constantly communicating to them are upper ups, literally above you. As you go down on the level where the main floor is, chairs that have been thrown to center, literally a glass thrown across the stadium, and as you enter, the goblin that is currently standing at the main area where everyone is currently speaking, screaming across. Yes.
So when he did his little assessment thing, I would like to also do an assessment of the fashions and whatever looks like a prevalent hat.
Oh, there's quite a number of them, less than you expected.
I'm going to completely ignore the fashions, and I will the altar or what's the
Disguise self.
thank you. I will disguise self. I'm going to do Dragon Priest of
Understood. I love you, but you interrupted
Sorry.
this.
That's fine. So
no, not in this world, but
whatever is top hat-esque.
Top hat, yes?
Yeah, like whatever
Okay.
is the prevalent fashion that is closest to a top hat.
There's currently a few top hats. Now, of course, they're extravagantly out. There's like a top hat, and then it has 2 other top hats on the side, so it's like top hatception.
your top hat has a top hat.
Yeah.
No,
Not
the top
hat.
hat. The top hat has a bowler.
Yeah, and there's currently a top hat that currently has a platform for smaller insect-like folks to be sitting on it, that currently have opera grasses that are sitting in front of it. So there are a couple of top hats. So go and roll a charisma check to see what kind that you would like to make. And just use your imagination if you want to make your own.
I need to prestidigitation to polish up my armor.
Top hat with goggles on it.
You said charisma check.
Yes,
Okay, so that becomes a 17.
17.
I would like to pull out of your brain because I'm, squiring to you in this adventure. But I'm like, that hat or that hat?
Gotta have one of those.
Go for the taller one. The small creatures wearing tall hats is a sign of station.
Cool. So I'm gonna pull out.
Says you see one of the smaller folk that is currently only 1 foot tall, but has a 6 foot tall hat.
Yeah.
That's currently just looking down, and then as he turns, quite literally, people have to dodge out of the way.
It's just a hat.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up my pigments, and on the wall, I'm going to, starting at my feet and as high up as I can reach while jumping, I'm going to make a top.
Yes.
I'm not
30-foot hat.
flying for this. I've met me. I won't remember that right now. But it's gonna go about 3 feet up is going to be the hat structure, and then it's going to be these spiraling flowers that are going to come off of it in a cascade, and that shall be it's gonna come to life, and I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna be like, sir.
Go on and add +3 to all charisma checks for you. I love it. And going to add,
You don't.
You don't.
Just
need
don't.
it. You don't need it.
No.
That's
This
just-
is part of his presentation to begin with.
Yeah. And as you quite literally just kind of tug, poof,
You forget I built this character.
you get a couple of stink eyes of because you are clearly
I am
declaring.
thumbing my nose
Yeah,
at
literally,
everything that's going on here.
And you see her like, a gasp, dragon in the cart of fate! And literally all the eyes whoosh, come over towards Vedek. And then you pull your hat out, and everyone goes, and a couple eyes go, oh, I want that.
Funny.
I'm climbing out of my portable hole and I pull out the big pink hat.
The big pink fedora.
And then just act in the background, just adding to the just crap that it is. And Sparks with the paper roller just,
This is from level 3. I still have it.
yes you do, and it's keeping your armor good.
It's got a Mr. Clean magic eraser.
You know those paper roller things?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's meant for paper mending.
Yeah.
So that if you tore paper, you're like, oh, I need this. You put it together and you take the roller and it mends the paper. But he's been using it for his armor ever since.
It kind of works. It's like using
Yeah, you have to go over
It's like using the wrong
half
kind
a
of
dozen
sandpaper.
times to make it work.
You know when you're trying to go over something with the wrong kind of sandpaper, it's just too fine for what you're trying to do. It doesn't get deep enough, but you keep going at it and eventually you get it done.
Yeah,
Eventually. way too much work.
but as all the courts of Fey turn towards your attention as you enter, you get to see who is in trial right now. Right now, this goblin figure with a royal, what are those?
A ruff.
A ruff. That is
Rough like a bird that's swallowed a plate.
Yeah, it is way too big on this
The ruffled collar.
troll-like face, crinkly skin, big mole on his underneath his right eye that almost makes his eyes swell up as he's currently taking a cup of whatever liquid that is currently burning the floor as he kind of and just drips it into his long
Snout.
snout, balding hair, of course, gray as hair, as he turns towards you, and you see the two Dryads. Well, yeah, Dryads. As you see a tree in the background of the keepers of this domain, the land, the owners, the holders. You see two young fingers that are, I want to say 12, 15 in terms of physical age appearance, that are that you want to say is wreathed in various vines and shrubberies, but is actually their skin. Healthy, green, young, dressed like a young, noble child, that are currently just laying comfortably, and the other currently sitting in a ring of flowers. As you see the tree behind them that has been clearly
Like it's like a
struck.
ring suspended.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that has been struck by lightning and split in twain, but has budding flowers, despite the destruction of the palace. Bless you. Yes.
I was going to ask if the Dryads looked like they had any relationship to the portal that we walked through with the roots and stuff like that, but you covered it with the tree.
Make an Arcana check.
$20.
20. You know, of the land of chaos and shenanigans and just magic bullshit, right? Most people would say that it's physically impossible to even calculate the probability of that, but, you know, you're kind of embrace the magical chaos that is you as well as a time wizard. You don't understand why, you know, but you can hear in the background that is also parallel versions of you kind of whisper in your ear, and you get general answer of perhaps, or at least connected in some way.
Mothers,
Fun trivia.
brothers, sisters, daughters, former roommates.
So the split tree is populated and protected by a pair of twin dryads?
With that Arcane 20, it's actually the same dryad of the same soul.
Same dryads been split in twain? Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah. So it's clear that they're different people, but they're connected in the same tree. A soul split in twain with the same body.
2 bodies, 1 soul.
Mm-hmm.
Is either of them Mintarine?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
She is not present. Actually, make a quick insight check as everyone. And this is bullet time kind of situation.
Woo! Natural 20.
Oh, fuck you.
All the natural
How many natural 20s have you done this game?
6.
Give me that die. I'm holding that die.
It's been different dice!
Give me all your dice. I'm giving you my dice.
He's used 3 different dice.
You're taking my dice.
Different things.
I've actually used 4 different dice. I've gotten natural 20s on 3
Okay,
different ones.
natural 20, you do a quick, like, literally Sherlock Holmes, like...
Quinn.
It's strange. And clever. You don't know anyone in this courtroom right now.
Oh.
Purposely set
You don't
up.
have any allies.
You don't have any allies.
That's
But you do see a cricket princess with his entourage, currently standing stout.
How'd they beat us here?
And is the plant here too?
They didn't get distracted by the hedgehog.
You see a couple
Fair
of
enough.
plants on the top of it as well.
I kind of go and blow some of the pollen up
The
that way,
pollen.
so they know that I've got their blessing.
And quite literally, the master of mothers.
The
And
plant
everyone's like,
of
what the
masses.
fuck? As he goes, and a couple of pixies, wow!
My spot now.
Can't have a party without a meal! Of course, it's in plants, so.
Yeah.
Phoebe Seymour.
I still understand. That was just a moment ago.
Phoebe Seymour! Phoebe Seymour, I'm hungry!
Would it be socially acceptable to play the banjo to the music right now?
It would not only be socially acceptable, it would be highly encouraged, provided.
And everything that's going on there is there is now banjo accompaniment
I
to it.
love it. As this troll-like warrior individual dressed finally in noble attire
You can't have dependent clauses.
stains across its body.
You're gonna put it first. She doesn't read anything after the comma. Like when you get to the comma, she's done.
See?
Lords and ladies of the gods, I see now the accused that now reeks with terrible sunder of the unseelie God. You cannot deny it, can you?
Is this the troll?
And yes, the troll that's currently, and everyone goes,
Yes! The scandal!
how do you plead on
Like this.
guilty?
Please don't kill us!
I do not
we on law and order now?
recognize the authority of this court to
Yeah.
judge me.
Oh, I thought they meant egg.
Oh.
Oh, you better recognize it. I speak with the very council of the Sealing Court in front of me, including the ones that are defiling our very cities. That is our people.
Okay. I know you don't need it, but I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on you for Charisma.
Does that give me
Gives
advantage?
you advantage on everything from...
Make a sleight of hand check unless you're just casting it out in the daylight.
Have you met him?
He's just casting
Well,
it out
you
in the
know,
daylight.
you have smart enough. It's like, you're surrounded by very magical people.
Alright, I'm going to hold that one. Never mind. We'll come back to
I
it.
don't I think I'll be okay.
I don't think he needs it.
And if you do not take the word, then I shall take the generals that worked with you as a very warden of the green. And
Are any of them here?
and with a flick of almost like a whoosh of the wind and a patter of a horse hood, you see a familiar centaur dressed in military, almost like a royal military dress uniform. Thank you. I wanted to say wedding. That's not right.
Just the front legs are all four.
It's actually only the back, and it goes across his back, and then human back, and then it goes over his shoulders. But he has his bare abs showing.
He always likes to show the abs.
He always likes showing the abs, both abs.
He's got a 24
Seriously, guys, the amount of himbo shit that you say on here, I don't know why we don't have a Tumblr.
And I'm
for OnlyFans.
Here we go.
It's waiting on you.
Zendoris.
4chan. Zendarius.
I bring the war voice of East. Currently at the front line. Well, no, honestly, he's right here. Anyway, what was that? Ah, yes! You shall recognize his authority as a person that works with the Queen itself on the City Council, yes.
I realizing that this is a sizable arena, I walk casually across, making my way, the crowd obviously parting as I make my way.
Oh, I'm supporting this drama so
Yeah, you're like
no. I take off and I'm floating along behind him playing. There's a little bit of like whipping of the hat tendrils to make sure that people clear space.
If she's not going to be subtle either, major image. A flower walkway appears in front of him where he's going, complete with spotlight and like a butterfly accompaniment.
None that look like
this is what everyone else does.
Yeah, so
but the thing is, they're all watching me, and I'm not doing any of it.
I know. You have an entourage.
I have an entourage for this.
You can, even without a roll, you can just see the looks of.
I stride across the room. You know, I'm walking. I'm looking at this troll. I walk up and I go, Zendarius, my good man. And I hold out my hand for the word. No, you don't matter.
And he's literally off to the side right now, and he's like, and he has the look of a platonic, like, this is official. Yep. I'm not good with this kind of thing, and you know it.
Yep.
And he just turns towards you and gives a gentle nod, plus your hand.
Yeah, and your voice carries as if, you know, you have your own PA system.
Yeah.
I do with all major image anyway.
And he brings you in close real quick, with a subtle little slide, just to give you a little detail. I cannot hold forever. Understand? That is high and tight. And he hands you the documents.
Okay. And I step back and I say, you know, it has been too long since we've been in battle together, and I fear that the next time we do so, we may be on opposite sides. But first, let me read the charges against myself. And I undo these scrolls.
And it's literally as you go on.
And I'm taking my time.
Yeah.
I'm like walking around the dais, reading through the scroll. Yeah. Oh yeah. like to the point that like people are like.
See, literally.
At a certain point, I'm gonna start like shifting what I'm playing, and eventually I'm gonna try to move the music. Like I'm gonna get them to try to follow what I'm doing, and get them to start playing the Jeopardy thing.
And you can hear already the murmurs. I'm gonna roll a general charisma check. Now, here's a thing that I forgot.
Performance check.
And now they're all doing it at home too.
All right, guys. I forgot to tell you a little bit about the Fey. Persuasion, charisma, it is everything. Deception, even. Very much like when you go into the Fey and try to persuade, especially to the court members, those that live in nothing but high charismatic people of the diplomacy, your capabilities, as heightened as they are, is diminished here.
Oh, I know.
Because very much of like our today's standards of entertainment is so much greater than 200 years ago. So,
Is that true? I mean, we have viewers, so.
Are the standards really that much higher?
Well, you know,
4. And one of those is me watching it when it comes
look,
out.
I'm doing pretty good here with the Feywild, alright?
No,
Thank you
no,
for
I
that dick punch.
the thing is, like, you guys have to understand, Quinn goes out into the world, and every time he opens his mouth, people will just go, yeah. Because he's dealt with these people so much.
Here.
Like, I am not... I might be amazing out there, in here I'm just okay.
Yeah. So,
Like, the dice is gonna matter.
so
So
for
I'm
the
gonna keep rolling
purposes,
extra 20s.
so for the purposes of rolling,
Yeah.
for this kind of situation, treat it as -10.
Okay.
Because you are appealing to those that have extra.
Do you want to do it that way, or do you want to do it as disadvantage?
No, because there will be advantages and disadvantages
Okay, that's right.
based on the thing. Now, that said, even with your -10, you still get a plus. You still get a +3 because of your formal.
So I'm minus
-7.
-7.
Okay.
This will
Okay.
apply to everyone that is trying to appeal to the courts because of his standards. Impossible.
No,
standards.
you know what your 2 jobs are? Your 2 jobs are if someone decides to do something really stupid and make a move on me, without me having to instruct you to do so.
As long as I'm 5 feet from you.
intercede them.
Let me be 5 feet from you at all times then.
He's currently 10
That's true.
feet from you.
We
I
are
have
your
sentinels.
muscle.
So,
Let me
sorry
see if
Because
for
I don't have the hit points to back up as big of a show if I'm going to make it myself.
sorry for the interruption of the
Even though
story,
5 feet being
but
anytime.
that needed to be explained.
No, I
so
absolutely-
make a performance check.
Sure.
Sentinel will come in handy there.
Does he get any sort of benefit? There's a lot of.
Oh, you get advantage because of their
Okay.
fucking shit.
I'm like,
You can call it fuckery, it's fine.
So with the -7, this is only a +8.
Okay.
So 27.
27, and that was with advantage?
No. Oh.
With advantage, because they are assisting
Well,
you.
I rolled a 19 and then a 17, so it's still 27.
27, okay. Now, doing the same thing over and over again will not give advantage. Keep that in mind.
I get that. I
As
am
you-
making. I am doing this whole thing and reading through this scroll, and I am getting everyone impatient with these proceedings.
And if you ever imagine, short attention spans, just imagine with the Fae.
Like, imagine if they there was something before Congress that they actually wanted the bills read in Congress before they could be voted on, and they wouldn't do it because some of those bills would take 4 days to read.
Yep, as you just continue, 2, 3 minutes go by, 5 minutes go by, and about on the 10-minute mark, there's a couple of people like, I can't take it anymore! Their head explodes in confetti, and they go, ah!
Wow. How to get out of court? Just pop your own head. You pop it somewhere else.
is there an indicator that that's going to
Describe
happen?
this. I think you misspelled a couple words here.
One moment. One more time?
Is there ever an indicator that that's going to happen?
Not really. I mean, you can
Okay.
make some insight checks, but
Just like boom. I'm so if I notice with enough time to get there, I've still got, a solid 4 drinks. I might be able to get some people
if you want to
redirected.
start passing out drinks, that
You're not
would
giving
like,
out that elven stuff, are you? Because around here, that's like making love in a canoe. It's fucking close to water.
Wow. Wow.
What?
Wow.
I made a carafe of what I made for him.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
if
man.
you want to start passing out drinks, that might assist.
So it's 2.
Because you had 10 minutes to do this.
Right. It's gonna be either if I can stop them from literally exploding because that jangles my nerves in a bad way. I've dealt with things that explode like that and it's not good. But I would like to calm them down. Here you go, I've made this for you. May you enjoy the proceedings, blah blah blah. If I can't get there in time, but I can see it coming, I would like to da-da-da-da.
We'll keep to that. But as you're
It's
passing out-
basically
make
distance, can I get there in
Make
time?
a persuasion, performance, or a general cooking check, whatever your choice, for the drinks.
And I'll try and throw in a
Persuasion,
grunt right at
performance, or
the right before they do it. Well, that way it's a grunt part. Inside joke on that one.
Wow.
27.
27.
It's
Keep
worse.
that in mind. Remind me later.
Yep.
You pass out drinks. People are getting nice and sauced up. You know, you got a couple of drinks. You got a couple of liquids that might be, you know, drinkable, but you know it's the Fey. And you start making cocktails, and you
There's a heavy emphasis on the crickets.
and they take it in strides and notes.
I doubt if the princess uses bath salts. I like a
The princess of the high
high
hops. Jesus. Todd?
The look of sheer disdain from what you just said.
She does use bath salt, which is why you get really high if you ate her.
We have 3 allies, and I swear to God, if you eat one of them,
If they have allies, we do not have any of them.
I'm gonna find a giant toad to feed you.
It probably exists.
There's a big toad on the corner. It's like, is that an offer?
Is he big enough? Or would I have to...
I promise he's not big
He's
enough.
currently 11 feet tall.
I promise that is not big enough.
Smaller people are trying to stop me.
It was not an offer. You're interjecting into a conversation, which means you're rude and you're not respecting hospitality. So sit down and be quiet. You! I will feed you to a fucking toad. Knock it off. My lady, to the cricket.
As you approach, a couple of the honor guards that are next to the Princess Lady High Hop.
Princess Lady High Hop.
Yeah, well, she's a lady.
It's High Hop.
Of the High Hop.
I just remembered I have.
You know,
I add my proficiency.
They
modifier to
salute
against
with their
everyone in
blades
this
as you
room.
approach.
Okay, it was Princess of the Great Hop.
Sorry, Princess of the Great Hop.
Hey,
There's a lot of titles out there. Okay.
The Great Hop and the High Hop are allies.
I'm just remembering that I have favored enemy Fey.
Oh.
I have advantage in all my wisdom and intelligence saves. Or wisdom and intelligence checks involving Fey. Not charisma, but wisdom and intelligence.
And that will pop up. Maybe.
Yeah.
But right now,
And
as you
you do
finish
an
up, as you pass out the drink,
Five.
making the proper handshakes, verbally, of course, the 10 minutes pass.
Yep. I roll the scroll back up, tuck it into my vest. You've certainly done an excellent job of cataloging the list of my exploits, if none of the context and benefits thereof. You see, and I'm walking.
And he's kind of walking on the other side as
Turning-
well.
And I'm paired right with.
Yeah,
with
turning on the
Sparks
Clarence
Village.
Darrow, you know.
I'm making sure I'm always within at least 5 feet from him.
I'm walking around going like this.
Sentinel.
Yeah. So Clarence Darrow and William Jennings Bryan argued Plessy or Brown versus Board of Education.
I'm not even making eye contact with
So,
anybody. I'm just pointing off.
You don't actually know what this means.
You do that to one of the goblins and they go,
It means he's afraid of you.
Good.
So
Good, because I'm afraid of him.
That's a her. And
Moving on.
as my position as Lord Warden of the Green, I have done everything within my power to protect the borders of this realm, shepherd the growth of mortal civilization in a manner that does not infringe upon the natural beauty that surrounds it, and take on and rush headlong into the jaws of danger to fight foes that, quite frankly, many are beyond many of your understanding.
We will not go quietly into the night.
Don't help me.
go to roll a persuasion at disadvantage. Stop helping me.
So 12 plus 13, 25.
25. High bold statements! That might have been true once upon a time.
I wasn't finished.
Oh!
then, as I'm
And
continuing,
he kind of like takes a few steps, take a drink. By all means.
and I start recounting events leading up, through the Shadowfell and foes that I have vanquished, and playing up my part in vanquishing the Lord of Bitterfrost.
And that Orc King dude.
Oh, and the Orc King, yes, of course.
Okay.
And again,
Saving the world.
I'm walking around,
Beating Labby Quicks.
yeah, beating a beholder, besting a beholder, and realizing I have 3 I have the vestige. As I'm looking around, I look at this guy, and I'm going to do my perception versus deception to know everything he can do and gain the ability to steal some of his.
Oh!
Okay. Oh! This is the reason why I print all the characters!
Every single relevant character is on that.
I
Oh my
really
god.
think we should go digital, guys.
As a reaction, I want to give you a fate dice. It's like Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Take a d6.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't need it for this because I already have advantage on this.
Oh yeah, sit on it. Sit on it, but
Yeah, no, I'm
whatever.
But he did it in a showy way to underscore your.
What was I looking at? Oh,
He
perception.
was trying to bring you back from the "Don't help me."
Perception is
We will not go
32 against his deception.
Okay. And that's with the minus
Don't
10?
be the yes man. Just don't.
That was not charisma based. You said charisma based stuff. I was minus.
You're
7.
right. You're right.
This is wisdom based.
This is wisdom based. You rolled a natural 18. He has to roll a deception, correct?
Yep.
So that is going to be a plus 13. So that's going to be a 18 plus 13. That's
31.
31.
I win. 32.
32.
Because I've got plus 14. I rolled an 18.
You almost met your match, but with a little assistance, a little
Oh, I
bump.
didn't even use it.
you didn't use that
Oh,
use
okay,
that dice.
but you still have that, little thing in your pocket just in case you need it.
Yeah.
You've almost met your match in someone that can out-talk you, out-bullshit you. But your buried sight can pierce even the toughest of drunken hides. You speak to a gremlin rum storekeeper. I don't think you are high enough to steal something, because you have to roll, depending on how high you roll.
Let me look.
You beat him by 1.
Yeah. You would think it would be the.
Cat's Gleam. So this is using Hunter Sight. When using a bonus action to attempt, blah, blah, blah. I beat them. I learn all skills, senses, damage vulnerabilities, damage resistance, damage immunities, condition immunities, and that's it.
May I see it real quick, just to
Yeah,
remind myself?
I just got the first step. The next step is 5.
Okay, yeah. So we're
But
on,
the stealing
yeah.
ability, I
So-
don't think I have to beat him by more to
So-
steal something.
His skills is deception, persuasion, intimidation, and performance.
Okay.
Yep, he's a talkie. He's the storekeeper. For senses, he has dark vision and something called a rum sight.
He always knows where the rum is.
He always has.
He's been tracking me this whole time.
Vulnerabilities, none. Damage resistances, none. Damage immunities, poison. Condition immunities, none.
Okay. The next step of that is the Copycat's Gleam. This eye allows you to copy one trait from a creature that you have read with your hunter's eye. This copy trait manifested through an action as wild shape magic of both Fey Realms. Remains with you until either the creature that you copied the trait from has died or 10 minutes has passed since you copied the trait. This can be skills, senses, movement speeds, movement types, special creature traits, attack actions, special reactions, or special bonus actions.
Of the things that you've learned from your hunter's eye, what would you like to take? Or use? It doesn't remove it from him, but it copies.
No, I get that.
That would be obscenely overpowered.
Yeah. Yeah, because now, that would be a debuff and a buff.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, that'd be. Decisions, decisions.
So I got his. Can I use this? Because I'm at a penalty on all my charisma checks, right? Can I steal a bit of his persuasiveness to just undo the penalty on my persuasion? Still take it on all my other charismas, but just...
I call shenanigans, but I love it.
Yeah.
So, gonna roll...
Or to put me back up to 18, which is 5 more.
No, yeah.
Or whatever his diplomacy
Gonna
is.
roll a spell ability modifier. So d20 plus your spell casting ability.
Plus 6.
So, yeah.
Did I get proficiency on this?
Yes.
So 13 plus 5, 18.
Okay. So you will get plus 5
Okay.
from all the minuses.
Okay. So I'm now -3 instead
Correct.
of -2
Because you're
-7.
able to, with your vestige, using it in a way that it's not quite usable, but still
I'm
reading
picking
in-
out his argument.
Mhm.
I know what he's going to argue before he does. All right. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
All right. So I'm
As you continue your
continuing my
story with the
I
Raven's
lost
Palace-
myself on the tirade wherever we were going with that, but
It's all good.
yeah.
It was more of trying to read
Saving
your
the
opponent.
world, hitting reset, and here's the thing: I've saved this world and you don't even know it because you don't remember it because
It hasn't happened.
because Paradox unmade that timeline.
I'm going to roll a persuasion
Okay.
with advantage because of the drinks. Because this is a good story with good drinks now.
This is theater.
Yes.
I mean, what is theater?
30.
It's the world.
30.
30.
Wait until the
And it's
volcano
interesting,
explodes.
people are lingering off every word you say. Even the higher court members that are defending themselves, glamored or not, that are currently just taking notes.
You claim that I have been tainted by a venture into the Shadowfell, and I tell you instead that I have carried a brilliant beacon of hope into that darkened domain and come out the other side unscathed.
And then a moment goes by as you kind of address the rest and allow it to sink in.
Lords and ladies, and everyone not sitting on a cushion!
That's a great line.
That is a beautiful line. But as you finish your
I've been
monologue,
quoting that at you for weeks.
I know, which is why I recognize it at all.
he kind of goes, and you hear a clap. Bravo! Good wordplay, great story, and I shall know.
Is this someone new or is this the troll?
There's just a troll.
Okay, otherwise I was gonna. Who asked? Banish.
He just like pops out of existence and right back to there. Like, this is my plane, asshole.
No, it works just like it would work on the mortal plane. You disappear for as long as I can hold that.
Yeah,
hand.
anyway.
No, you just hear up to a minute, and then you come back.
Bravo! Beautiful story. Excellent pausing. Love the finisher. But the problem is, I don't sense everything behind it. I think there's something behind it. I don't know about you, and he kind of addresses everyone. If I was someone that was inscrupulous, honestly, of course I would never. I would.
Bullshit.
During the time of absolute treachery of your family members, your own brother even, I will give you the moment. He has been speaking for 10 fucking minutes.
Well, 20.
I'll get you in a moment.
No, but I need to do this mid-speech.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a magical tinkering ability that I absolutely never use. No, I've got so much better. Take a pebble, put the little... Okay, and I can put a sound in it. I can put a sound in the pebble, roll the pebble underneath him. I want a fart box.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Sure.
You are being watched, buddy.
No problem. This is actually a proficient skill for me. 20?
20?
What?
Sorry, 19.
19?
19.
I just rolled a natural 20. I'm sorry, my man.
All right, that's fine.
So as you roll the pebble, your little mischievous snicker kind of goes a little louder than expected, and one of the fairies
When they
that was literally for a split second next to one of the nobility up high gets a slight little twitch from one of the nobles, and it goes down towards the pebble, picks up the pebble, goes flying in the air, and there's a and then a fairy goes.
I didn't know it could do that.
and there's just this loud foghorn of a fart as it explodes.
As he continues his speech, I'm complete. The family, even your belly blather! Your family, all of them, except your dear old pop that suffered a heart attack. You disappeared for this month or two, right when it happened, and started making bedfellows with the other side. That's what I think, because even the raven's blessing us on you, isn't it? I can see it in that shower. I can see it in there. And there's a slight moment as people hear flapping those wings, and you hear it, and everyone, and there's my proof. Right there. He waits for you. I call shenanigans of the highest degree. You merely just removed yourself as a pawn, as a person of great stature, and you just simply walked away. Oh, so protector of the warden.
Point of order. As someone who's deeply and intimately familiar with the Shadowfell, the Raven Queen is not inherently evil, and she has under her purview the continued existence of all realms pursuant to claims 3.56, and I start pulling out scrolls and shit out of the bag.
Meanwhile, I'm rolling persuasion. I'm rolling, well, yeah, he's rolling persuasion on his on the end of his thing to persuade the people around him.
See, I think shenanigans is actually a legal word.
It really is in
the Fey court.
So, D20 roll while you're doing that. That'll have effects in a moment. And poetically, as you take the wind out of his eyes, he's about to go, I'm not even there. And he's like, excuse me. He rolled a natural 7 plus a 13, even with the minus 10. So that turns into a 20. So, I mean, it's okay, but still.
Yeah.
By court standards.
Yeah.
Like,
that's pretty good.
So in actuality, the Raven Queen's purview is actually a guarantee that she would be fighting to maintain this realm, not destroy this realm, and laying claim to his pursuing of the maintaining of this realm in contradiction to the behavior of his family
He
is actually.
you.
I mean, he can slam down. I'm up though.
Oh yeah. He kind of slams down all on force. Who do you serve?
Say the word.
You are not the servant of the Lord. Why do you speak of such a terrible thing?
Well, I personally serve underneath Quinn, the Green Warden, but thank you for inquiring.
Make a deception.
that is factual.
Make a deception. Who's a note from whom are you hiding from us? Make a persuasion check.
I have a note assigning hot to me.
We have the episode title.
I'm gonna drown debt.
I have a note. That is the name of the
And
episode.
then the whole court is going.
So did the Raven Queen just show up?
Yeah. The one that you see as everyone is in an uproar right now. Roll your persuasion.
I rolled higher than him. I get a 24.
Oh, and
Fucking bunny in a top hat. What do you want?
It's the top hat that really sells it.
It's not bad.
you're stylish right
Talk
now.
about power.
And you can see
I'm stylish. Silly.
And now when I say Raven, this is like a 6 foot.
I whip my vines back and forth.
And you see
6 foot bird?
yeah,
Okay.
Raven. Majestic fellows.
That's 4
Blue
taunts.
eyes,
Anyone knows
piercing gaze. This is not the true Raven.
No, it's her avatar.
It is one of her fragment avatars,
Yeah.
essentially. That is currently not saying anything, but just keeping.
Oh, no, I'm not worried.
And there's a wide berth. Oh, everyone is like, "Oh shit, time to go over
This
here."
This would not be the first one of my girlfriends that watched me go through a trial on something.
You friend, you think I got it, you And it's just
that
an
your honor.
uproar. And he just, and this rum storyteller turns around. I didn't mean silence, and brings out a gun and just shoots randomly.
Oh, I didn't know that was an option.
And everyone goes quiet, and someone goes, damn it!
You never get to have any fun. I can help with that.
Great a story indeed. But it is not us to make the decision, not you and me. It is public opinion.
Of course.
I address the entire fair court across all the land. Who speaks ill or for this soul child?
You,
And the group that serves.
I didn't understand what you said with the accent.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
he's a troll, right?
He's a gremlin.
A gremlin. Okay.
Yes.
Could you
Oh,
just give
because
me a
we
brief
could have cut
summary
stuff off.
please?
Sorry.
Can you give me a brief summary of what
Okay,
you
yeah,
said?
he's basically addressing the entire court of the lands to basically speak or to speak for or against you.
Got it.
As
Okay.
his voice billows across all of the Fey.
You are all gathered here. I'm going to take the floor again. I'll roll opposed on him to take the floor again.
Okay.
My lady.
Natural 20.
Fuck you!
7 in a row now.
So how do you elbow
Not
in
in a row.
as he's sloshing the ale across as he's going for a bitch, but now they bring it in the hammer? How do you do butt in?
Can I just lay down behind his knees?
No, what I do is I pull out the gale.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, the Gale of Everrise?
Yeah. The one that extinguishes all flames.
As the various lights.
And it gets cold in here.
Ice.
Yeah. And so
you hear,
Wouldn't get cold.
Changing my boots.
and you
all like
hear,
you take one off and you're hanging upside down by the other one.
you hear inside your head, yes.
And
Back his turn.
I
Take it now!
I plant it in the middle of this raised dais that we've been marching around on.
That's not his back.
And I leave it. I leave it there, just vibrating with just mist, cold fog rolling off of it.
Silence.
Yeah. You would judge me on behalf of all of my bloodline and institute a blood hunt against my family, without even laying forth the formal charges against my brother and my sister. If anyone in this room is brave enough to face the perils that I do so on a daily basis to keep your domain safe, by all means, take up my weapon and join the fight.
And with that natural 20, people take it, and people take a moment, and they look at each other, and there's an uproar. There's a legit uproar of anger! As basically the various words and accusations and the gossip, but it boils it down to fairies have been being kidnapped. As these people are blasting you this information, the fairies have been being kidnapped.
Fairies or fae?
Fae.
Fair.
They have been getting kidnapped en masse at the front lines, and they have never been coming out. More and more soldiers in the very armies of that kingdom are threatening the Fey domain of that, or the Fey influence
This
of
is my
that,
home kingdom.
your home kingdom.
That's dicking around with the Fae, and
Yes,
my family's
they
part
are
of it.
capturing
Yeah.
every Fae possible, and no one is being seen alive again.
Yeah.
And they don't even return after they've been slain after being captured. They are threatening everything that they built for hundreds upon years, and no one has been coming out alive after being captured, and they're becoming more and more proficient of it. Hundreds, if not thousands of Fae have gone missing already, and none have returned. And your brother is the soul of it, and that half-elf bitch.
If there is a threat to your domain, then who better to go and face it than the mightiest of your green wardens? And I pick up the blade. It's a two-bladed sword. Spin it. It folds back into a single blade and into the sheath. I, on your most gracious behalf, will do that which I have been charged since my rebirth at the hands of Mintarine.
Make one final persuasion check.
Do I have advantage still? I do.
No, you do not.
Oh, I have, but he's got it.
This is trying to end.
2, which makes that a 10, which makes that a 28.
Okay. And even with that assistance, that ability...
Oh wait, I have a fate thing that you
do.
Can I burn that now?
Sure.
Roll d6.
An extra d6. So 28 plus an extra 3, 31.
Hey! The DC for this one, to end the court here and now, and to bring into essentially popularity contest. So basically everyone said their thing. Everyone has brought out the dirt and mud flinging and shenanigans and oopsie
Much fun was
daisies.
had by all.
Yeah.
I'll
You
give
are
over.
trying to end it here now and bring out the final results.
Yeah.
The DC was 30.
Well
You
done,
came
Tyler.
in and you brought down the hammer
Yeah.
in the court. Impressive show, all of you. And as the end of that, people look around. No habits, ladies and gentlemen, people of all standings, plutonic, non-binary.
Is this the gremlin?
This is the gremlin again. It is time.
Again. You are not worthy to judge me, and I turn to Zendarius. Zendarius, will you call, please, for the vote?
He looks towards the dryads that look above that seem to be smiling. Gives a small bow. Lords and ladies of the court, it is time to put in your votes. Shall the Lord Warden that serves with me stand for his trials and crimes of his blood lineage, or fight against it? And a handful stand up and go to one side, and many go to the other. Plants and the lady credits go towards your side, as you're standing on one side of the court and the gremlin is on the other.
All the hedgehogs are on the other side.
There are... Now, it is still close. There are a lot of angry Fey. And as people are going back and forth and others like, no, you're coming with me. Wait, I don't agree with this. You do now because you owe me one. Kind of situation. And people are making conniving and schemings and stuff like that. And it takes a good 5 minutes as people go back and forth. And it is a 60-40 split.
All we need is
60 is on your side. And then as the was about to call the final word, you hear as monkeys after monkey after monkey, orange, blue, green fur of all shapes and sizes. These apes come over, and people are it's flowing over the edge. Come into the court.
No,
and
apparently not.
as you hear as coming blasting through the door. You see a monkey screaming in high heaven as a barrel with like a wheelbarrow that was made from a barrel that is cut in horizontally, that is filled with one of the monkeys that has been bandaged up with leaves, twigs, and a cast all over his body.
He's got a neck brace.
Yeah, he's got a neck brace, leg brace. That is currently being wheeled in by 2 other monkeys, and a female orange-furred ape comes over, and we're talking about like baboons kind of apes. Come over. I demand satisfaction!
Ah, yes, yet another way in which I have defended our realm, by robbing this nefarious creature of that by which he had been.
Where's the monkey points toward you, Rick? You hurt my mate! I will take an ounce of your flesh, turtle out of your hide.
There you go.
That was uttered by me! I am not satisfied! You can stand for this!
You should have picked your words more carefully. You said you would have an ounce of his flesh. Here it is.
I said I demand satisfaction, and I am not satisfied!
Please, the court, she did say, I will have an ounce of his flesh, and such has been delivered.
I thought she said I will take an ounce of this.
Sorry.
And the storekeeper is like,
Stick that
Here. One of these.
as you kind of hold it in place. As all these monkeys are definitely not on the side of you.
It's fine. You had bonus hit for
Never
it.
not gross.
The storekeeper goes, whoa. I think the standing is already completed, at least for you now. But if we have another, you say you demand satisfaction? I demand satisfaction. But you're not satisfied with this result. I want to be dead. I want to kill myself. Well, that is satisfaction indeed. Well, good sir, do you accept this honor power?
Wait. Now, you claim injury, you claim all manner of misfortune, and yet you would answer that with this creature's life? As far as I can tell, all of you still live, and that neck brace is not fooling anyone.
You hear in the wheelbarrow of this similar ape that you've seen many times
his
before.
eye is still swollen.
Yeah, he's bruised, swollen, and he's
Frostbitten.
frostbitten.
Is that
Tufts of his fur are matted and removed.
Because I'm pretty sure I've seen him be mean to a monkey.
The monkey's gonna remember you.
He helped me.
What?
Oh, we got another one! Choose! Now this tastes spicy.
Wait, did you? Yeah, you did, didn't
I
you?
did.
did it.
Thanks for that.
But that is not the point! Someone demands satisfaction, and by the rule of the court, satisfaction must be had! You must answer the call!
I agree.
No.
What? It's not you, it's me.
No, I'm arguing on your behalf. And since none of the wounds you suffered would ever prove mortal, you must engage in the save level of injury.
God, I want to be the monkey's lawyer.
So basically, I'm gonna let them beat you to a bloody pulp, but they can't actually kill you. Sorry.
There's a couple of people look back
You
and
are a
forth.
terrible lawyer.
I'm an amazing lawyer. I just don't like you that much.
And there's come back. Now, just to clarify, satisfaction. To declare satisfaction. Hold on. To declare satisfaction in the Fey Court, it does not have to have any basis. If someone feels that they are unsatisfied about something and they could declare satisfaction in public, if the other side has standing in the Fey Court or Unseelie Court, they are bound to answer that call. Now, if you say you reject this, it will hurt your standing and people that are connected to you in terms of standing of the Fey Courts. If you answer it, you are able to say what type of fight it is, because they declared it. Once you answer that, you have accepted it,
Chess.
and then they say the location.
You think he can beat a monkey at
No,
chess?
but so what? He loses a game of chess.
Fine.
Satisfaction.
It's a drinking contest.
And they can
Cook off!
now,
Cook off!
now they can continue to demand satisfaction until they are satisfied.
It's one of those crimes that only exists when one side decides.
So if
harassment.
if I say like cook off and then they aren't satisfied, then it still doesn't.
Yeah, it is literally of just feeling based shit.
Sure, but
You can take the monkey.
just correct me if I'm
Take the
wrong.
monkey.
Isn't there also like a they lost, they lose standing? You can't just stand there and point and be like, nope, do it again. Nope, do it again.
Well, they can, but every time they lose standing.
Right, and
Best of 7.
Well-
Damn right.
You ended this thing right away. I'll end it right away as well.
You're
That's
gonna call
right.
for that.
Fine, I demand satisfaction. You can fight me one-on-one. Only put two up, Paul, and whoever wins. Yeah. And she gives like almost like an angry.
I've got the bag of
No
tricks. I'm
weapons.
going. I'm gonna get.
No weapons. No weapons. We shall find satisfaction in the pillar of treasure. As the monkeys go on.
Where the
What?
going?
Treasure?
As you hear and you look up as the trees are opening up, and you're supposed to see sky, but you don't see sky. You see another land above you, and you see giant pillars that go hundreds of feet up. That is going to be your platform, and gravity begins to reverse for you and the monkeys. Only you and the mate will begin to dance in the gravity, falling, rotating as you land on treasure piled high and possibly massive on these pillars that have, natural earth, but have been gathered by monkeys, grabbing things, hoarding them, grabbing them, climbing up these pillars upon pillars upon pillars upon pillars.
Barney B.
That are maybe 10 foot. 10
He's
foot
got a
wide.
monkey and there's piles of treasure. Look for a magic carpet.
Grab the big jewels!
As you guys are transferring and falling through the air, you are already getting ready. You feel the adrenaline pumping. It is a fight going down, and everyone's like, "It's a fight! Fight! As everyone's gathering, scrying circles are opening up. People are making a spectacle of this as entertainment has been had.
I've got 10 on. Do you want 10 on the monkey? 10 on the monkey. Okay, so
I'm writing down instructions.
Is it our monkey or their monkey?
The pixie. Anyone want anything?
Or what?
Snacks?
the cricket.
Cricket. Okay. No, wait, no. You can't do that.
I think I fucked up here.
As you land onto the other side.
And hand it to Bumble. Bumble goes to get snacks.
Okay,
Everyone.
I'm gonna start making cocktails. There's going to be monkey glands, monkey shoulders, monkey paws.
Hey, Eck! You got it!
Wait, I'm betting on it.
Alright, I'll put
As they land on
down for 100 gold pieces on there. I'll match that.
No one
I
moves.
open the
You
bag.
can see the monkey already rolling through the treasure looking for something. And you can see just gleaming of
I'm going to start looking as well. I'm looking because
the fight has not started, but you can see monkeys. And you can see a couple of lures go. And a little bit of fairy magical energy goes to the monkey. And you can see enhancements on it. This is where you can add or detach at this single moment. You can.
Okay. I'm the right person.
Now, let me explain.
I'm just
You can
dispelling
add
everything they're casting on the
boons
monkey.
or debuffers. Oh, sorry. You can add boons to one side or the other, but once you add the boon and when the fight starts officially, nothing else can happen. To interrupt a fight, very much like the fight that you saw earlier, would mean absolute destruction of your face standing on either side. This is a very serious duel of one person to another.
If I have no bardic abilities, am I allowed to play music during it?
Oh yeah, 100%. There's a couple.
I can play
lines.
banjo and you can't.
Oh, I can play it, I just can't
Yeah,
cast it.
there's a couple.
Will they trust you?
When you start playing, a couple of critics go onto your shoulders that are more female and dressed in fine, almost rolling attire, start almost giving a choir song next to you.
That would be awkward. I'm going to play We Will Rock You.
Oh, never mind. They change it into more like a rock.
Drink some coffee before you go?
I'm already floating up.
Yep, you can toss it. They'll get to
Toss
it.
it!
Have some coffee.
You grab it.
I toss you the drink again so you get more temp.
You have an extra bonus
Like, you get
action
them
for
all
the
back.
next 4 hours.
Does it? I can stack it?
You can get back the ones that you lost because he cut off your flesh.
You get an extra bonus action for the next 4 hours. I don't know if that helps you as much as it does the rest of us.
It might.
How long do
So
I have to
I have a BA
You have a few seconds.
and I have a bonus
Few
action,
rounds
and
or
I
few
also
seconds?
have
You have like 12 seconds.
I also have
But as soon as the fight starts, nothing else can happen from the outside.
Vedic. What did you give me?
You have 2 rounds. I'm working on it.
No, okay, no, but someone gave me besides the bonus action from coffee. No,
I gave you back your hit points.
yes,
Bardic Inspiration.
was Bardic Inspiration.
So,
That's right.
how about this? Keep whatever you're going to be doing to yourselves because we're going to end the game here.
Okay.
Because
So
I'm
good.
telling you, it is not going to end quickly.
No.
I have a battle map that's going to go on the screen next time.
I
We
get
are
the sense
now
that
going to be
monkey is gonna grow.
scrambling for weapons in the treasure.
That monkey is going to grow like a lot.
What the fuck does a
all right.
technical illusion?
I'm going to put Fairy Fire on
I
it.
can
You're gonna
solve that
manage
one.
to hit it.
And now, Ek, even with your lower passive perception abilities, you know danger.
Actually, passive, I'm pretty good.
Okay, you know danger. There's something about this that makes you cringe as you look over the edges that have 10 feet jumps, but there's a lot of platforms, but it's just tiny jumps that if you mess up, you fall. And you fall hard as you are thousands of feet in the air. As you just see, look, flying creature and clouds underneath you that are passing by a very fluffy floor of trees. You are majorly high in the air, and something else is making you twitch as you look over to this monkey, the mate of the monkey you torture. The fur kind of, and you can see, and almost like a second version of a golden light, prefer like out, like as if the soul of this monkey is ejecting from the very soul, becoming a little bigger, and then you're going back inside as it finishes a squat.
What the fuck did I piss off?
And we're going to end here.
You pissed off something from the Fey.
You pissed off a monkey from the Fey. And I hope everyone enjoyed tonight's session as you entered the Feywild. Excellent job, Quinn. Kevin, bravo. You saved yourself from being included in the blood hunts. And, sorry, you've already tortured the Fey too much to get out of this fight. So, till next time, I hope you stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, boy. I didn't expect this.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, together we roll. I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll. The gods look down on us, we're just a game to them. Eldritch monstrosities at their unholy whim. But we will stand up, we'll shout a battle cry. The future beckons us and we'll stand unified. There's something coming.